Alright, what is good, everybody? We're live. We're live. What's good, everybody? Welcome back. Hoop Talk Podcast number 34. There's not a lot of basketball news this week, but there's one big one that we definitely have to talk about. I've already made 2 videos on it. I think y'all know what we're talking about. But before we start, this podcast is sponsored by SeatGeek. Let me show y'all the ad right now. SeatGeek is an app where you can basically go on, buy any tickets for anything you want, events, concerts, games, and you can find the best prices for them because they get all the prices from all the different websites. The greenest circles, those are the best deals, and the red ones are the worst ones. And if you click on the seat, you can see like what the seat looks like. So shout out to SeatGeek again for sponsoring this podcast. But with that being said, so there's this we had a big debacle in the Discord this week. Does anyone else want to explain before?
Okay, sure, why not? So, you guys all know Ninja Ouija. Well, you probably, if you do know, he decided to kick out 770 members out of our Discord server. So spam them eggplants on him right now. Spam them eggplants. And we're going to have a moment of silence for that.
That's
for all of our 700. And also, spam the Discord link, man.
Yeah.
Get in the Discord so you can fill that back up and road to 1K again.
Exactly. So if you guys were in the Discord and you guys got kicked out or something, just join back in. But that was but before we start with the podcast, let's go ahead and introduce the co-host. George, say what's good, man.
Yo, what's up, everybody? Shout out to Actually, I'm not giving a shout because I'm still pissed about this Celtics streak, though. But it's all good. We'll get into that real quick. But anyway, yeah, add me on Snapchat at G133, and let's get right into it.
True. And shout out to the new mic.
Hey.
All right, KB, say what's good, man.
Yo, what's good? Hopefully, you guys don't bring up any Clipper talk here. So yeah, let's go.
All right.
I was gonna say something.
Dom, say what's good, man.
Yo, what up, man? Go add me on Snapchat as always. Follow me on Twitter. Sub to everyone's channel here, and most importantly, money team all day, 50-0.
Yo.
Wow.
All right, SEC, what's good, man.
Yo, what's up, everybody? You're such Rose Clippers again. Let's get into it.
Oh, damn.
And Systematic, say what's good, man.
Your focus on Mayweather. It's your the systematic savior of the masses, here to save the NBA from rigged sports. Follow me on Instagram, follow me on Twitter, all the above, and let's get to it.
Hey, Systematic, if you can come into the room next time, we would really appreciate it.
Yeah. And King's muted or not, but he's probably gonna be back in a bit. But the first topic we're gonna talk about, what they're saying is the money fight. Apparently, the fight of the century. I don't know if it is. Probably not.
Yo, SDC's intro.
Oh, it's SDC already did one. He already did one.
Oh, he did it? Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so Conor McGregor versus Floyd Mayweather happened last night. A lot of people feeding for links. People asking for links. But what did y'all think about the fight, man?
The fucking fight was rigged.
Yeah. I agree, man. That fight looked pretty rigged, man.
Oh my
was
God.
it? It wasn't rigged.
It
wasn't rigged.
He was exhausted in like the second round already. He was exhausted.
How was that rigged? Man. How was that rigged?
Mm-hmm. McGregor,
man, he looked like it didn't look, man. That
wasn't rigged.
I'm not a fan of boxing anyway, so it wasn't. It just seemed like a perfect story, man. He's 50-0. They just had to do that, man. And it beat a MMA player. So.
It's the same talk after every Floyd fight. 50 times in a row, it's been rigged.
Yes, 50 times, 50 rigged games. That's all I gotta say.
It's been all this 50 times in a row. Bro, listen, I'm a fight fan. I watch UFC all the time. So I knew Conor was not gonna win. The fight was too long. He got gassed early. He got gassed early. You can see it in his face.
Isn't it in MMA? There's only like 3 rounds, anyways.
Well, no, a regular fight in MMA is 3 rounds, and a championship fight is 5 rounds.
Yep.
But
Exactly,
regardless,
so it's
McGregor doesn't go all 5 rounds in his championship fights. He ends dudes in the first and second rounds. So
Exactly.
still, he's fighting
Yeah,
normal,
because
like normal guys.
He was
like
acting so
Floyd.
soft in the beginning, though. He was acting passive most of the time.
But that was Mayweather's plan. He
Yeah.
said that. He
No.
said that.
He was waiting. That's Mayweather's plan every single fight.
No, listen.
Are you
Every
kidding me
fight
right now?
that
And it works. That's
I'm
why
not
he's
a
50
huge
and
fan of
0.
boxing, so-
That's why he's 50
I'm
and
not a
0.
huge fan of boxing, so don't quote me on
Listen,
that.
if you watch Floyd fight, his game
Yeah,
plan
every
is
time
to
I
be
watch him
defensive.
fight, I see
It's
like
a
5
defensive
fights.
fight.
Exactly.
It's a defensive fight. This
That's not
fight,
exciting.
He came out and said he's not fighting defensive. He's going to be on the attack.
Thank you.
Which I
He
initially
wasn't.
thought.
He
Okay,
was.
damn.
He
Can I
wasn't.
finish? Which I initially thought would have been his downfall because Conor is a counter striker. He's just as defensive as Floyd when he's in MMA. So I thought that would have messed him up. What Floyd did was not usually what he usually do. He sat there for the first 3 rounds. He felt Conor out. He felt how powerful he was. He's seen his tendencies. He's seen how he flinched. He's seen how he liked to throw his strikes, how he switched his stance, and all that. What happened? Conor got gas. He threw all these big strikes.
Thank you.
He did all this flip movement. He did
nothing else
all
to
this
say.
extra crap. And he also threw these donkey punches in the back of his head. All
That shit was hilarious,
that
yo.
ref would not
That
do
was hilarious.
And there was a lot of hugging involved. There's a lot of hugging I
from
noticed.
Conor.
From
yeah,
Conor, not Mayweather.
Pretty early though. Early though.
It's funny because everyone assumed this man Floyd was going to do all the running, all the hugging, and it's really ironic how it was Conor doing all of it. Conor took Floyd's role. Floyd took the role everyone thought Conor would have. Be aggressive, attack the whole fight.
It turned out Conor had the most punches though, so clearly Conor was more aggressive.
Conor,
Of course.
What?
Conor wasted all his energy. in the
Conor-
first
He had more punches. He had like
No,
what,
he
20
didn't.
plus punches?
It was 111.
and-
He was on the aggressive, but
at-
that doesn't mean
no,
like
at
you
the
were
beginning of
winning,
the fight, he had 20 more punches. At the end of the fight, Floyd clearly outpunched him.
Exactly.
It was a close fight though.
It was a very
Well,
close
all
fight.
I gotta say, that wasn't worth $100, man.
That's,
It was.
that's why I shared it with some people. I only put
Listen,
them.
this man Floyd Mayweather,
That's why I
literally
watched it on
fought.
Twitter.
He literally fought the most aggressive he's ever fought. To me, as a Floyd fan, even
Wait,
though I
that
didn't
was the
hate him-
most aggressive fight from Floyd?
Yes, that was the most aggressive
Wow.
fight. That was. He usually listen.
Oh,
Floyd
good thing I don't like your
he didn't even
boxing
use the
moves.
Floyd shoulder. I was, bro. If you were watching the stream I had when I was streaming the fight. By the way, next time there's a fight, let me know. I will link y'all the fight and plug y'all up. But anyway, if you was watching the fight on my stream, bro, I was sitting there saying he wasn't using the Floyd shoulder. Like Floyd usually uses his shoulder, he ducks the hits, and he takes less damage. He did none of that this fight. I thought that would be his downfall. He wasn't himself, and you could visibly see it. But he's still the greatest. So pound for pound, let me see. Okay, who is he not better than? Who he not better than?
This is
Ali?
the same argument we use for LeBron. You got to slow down a little bit.
Oh, I'm
God.
sorry, but
We're
isn't
not-
the
we're not-
argument
we're
against
not
LeBron
doing
is he
that.
lost
We're
in the
not doing
finals?
this comparison.
Floyd ain't never lost, Mr. 6-0. Ain't that how y'all talk about Jordan? He never lost. Ain't that?
But you the one that says you don't like Michael Jordan though.
But I love Floyd.
And he's 6-0. So he's
Okay.
saying 50-0. That's like basically the
But
same thing.
that's my reason to say he's the greatest. He's taken the less damage out of any fighter ever that's boxed.
I'm
That
still
is
surprised
true.
you said
Go
Jordan
I
not
thought- I
number
thought
one.
that-
I don't know that much about boxing history, so I can't really chime in.
Yeah, I really
Like
don't
I'm
know.
saying, go talk to Mike Tyson and see how he forms a sentence. Go ask George.
Well, after seeing that fight yesterday, I wasn't all that impressed.
But you don't
That's
watch
all I gotta
boxing.
say. Yeah, I don't watch boxing. I know. I'm not
I
trying
mean,
to
I
hurt your
watch
feeling, bro. You
more
know,
than boxing,
I just
but
I didn't.
I still
That's
give
pretty
respect
passive to
boxing.
me. I've seen better street fights than that.
Whoa.
this guy.
Okay.
I have.
Anyway,
I have. Come
Well,
on, you
you-
act like you never
you
seen
see
any.
this.
You act like you never seen better street fights than that.
It was a good.
I'm just
fight,
saying
though.
that was the best fight I've seen from Floyd, hands down. Him being aggressive.
Well, then
that was fun. It was a fun
I'm
fight.
shocked
to
that
watch
I
on Floyd.
seen the best, and it didn't look all that.
I mean, he is
Best.
40, and he was
Well,
fighting a non-boxer, so I'm sorry you wasn't.
Well,
that-
Conor wasted all his energy.
So this is first ever. This is Conor's first ever boxing game. So you guys
Yeah,
took a
and
little
probably his
slack
luck.
on that.
No, I'm not
Yeah,
taking no slack on that. I'm giving
What
him.
you
That's
mean?
an L.
He had
That's an
50
L.
he had
Like,
regardless,
that's
he
an
had
L, bro.
49 games under his belt,
Okay.
and this guy
bro,
only had zero.
bro,
He had zero.
Okay, can I please just try to understand one thing?
All right.
Conor McGregor has never boxed professionally a day in his life. His first
He lasted
boxing
10
match-
rounds though against one of the greatest boxers of all time.
His first boxing match is against the pound-for-pound undefeated Floyd Mayweather, and he lasts 10 rounds, lands the most punches anyone has ever landed on Floyd, and arguably
So that's what's up then.
and kept the closest fight ever on the cards that anyone has ever had to Floyd other than Cotto.
So,
but Floyd has
so that's not
always been a
impressive, though?
defensive fighter. He purposely went on the aggressive this fight. That's the only reason.
Yep.
That's the only reason he landed so many punches.
My point is that it's pretty impressive though for Conor.
That's what I'm saying. I give Conor all his props. I mean, is it an L? Yes, it's an L. But people are taking it way too far. Like, people are really like down on a man. Like, he won't just karate kick you in the nose. Like Conor is still a savage. Like, don't get it twisted. He is fighting a limited. Like, he's in a limited goddamn arena, bro. Like, he's an MMA fighter.
He's a 1-2 punch kind of player, you know.
No, not
He's
even
a
that. He's an
1-2 punch
MMA fighter. He even with the donkey punches, like, you can see he had to hold back his natural reflexes when he was fighting.
That is true.
Like,
Yeah,
when he
that
was
is true.
clinching, his first instinct when he clenched was to move on in the clinch. He was getting underhooks. He was getting double underhooks. He was going over his head, trying to lock him up. All this extra stuff that you do in MMA, not in boxing. Every time Floyd got clinched up, he stopped. Conor wasn't used to that. Conor had to get used to that during the fight. It was a learning curve.
Yeah. But do y'all think if Conor
Still
McGregor
lasted 10
stuck
rounds.
to boxing, do y'all think he would be deadly?
I give it like 3 more years of experience, and I'll say it'd be deadly.
Yeah. I think
He
he
gotta
has
get-
that reach is
Yeah.
that reach is
Or like
hella
5 months
Yeah.
of training. That's all he really had. Looks
That
pretty
reach is
good.
that reach is crazy. That
Yeah.
gave Floyd problems trying to get in that reach.
Yeah.
That's where most of his was coming from.
I think that was part of the game plan too. Like they were trying to feel him out first and tire him
Yeah.
out in the beginning. But
I know early in his career, Floyd was known for knocking people out, but
Floyd-
towards the end, I believe
was
that
he?
wasn't
I don't
really
think he
I
ever.
mean,
I don't know
50
about that.
Out of 40
I'm not
fights,
too
he
sure,
has
man,
23
so-
knockouts. I don't think he's known for knocking people out in his career.
He's not known for knocking people out. That's like half
No.
of his games. He knocked people out. What you mean?
Like who? Who he knocked out?
I mean,
Like you said, 23 out of 50. That's like half, right?
Who has he knocked out recently?
the people he's
Well, I'm
knocked
talking.
out,
I said early in his career.
the
Well, yeah,
people he's
obviously.
technically
Well, left
knocked
and
out.
right.
I mean, he wasn't really knocking them out. It was more stoppages than
Yeah.
anything. It wasn't really like 10 counts here
His
and
only
there.
real knockout was on Victor Ortiz, and that was a sucker punch.
Yeah,
So,
so
I don't know what I'm talking
they consider what happened to McGregor a
about. So,
knockout.
I guess,
So
yeah.
They
But he
can-
would have got knocked out if the fight had continued.
I don't know about knockout. I think the ref would have stopped it like he did. I don't think he was going to get knocked out.
Yo, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we get you.
Yeah.
Okay, I've been trying to fix this shit for the past like 15 minutes, bro. Sorry.
Yo, why?
What are your thoughts?
Why is everyone's mic on point today besides Systematic?
Y'all can't hear me?
No, we can hear you.
No, we can hear you. You just talking
Yeah, we
from
can hear
Sound like
you.
you're in
just
like a
sound low.
telephone booth.
Or you're in the tunnel from far. Like,
you just talking from your
How
kitchen.
about
That's all it is.
Mm.
Nah, you still talking from the kitchen.
All right. But does anyone else have any comments on the fight? King, do you have any comments? And he's muted. True.
Dom did like
Yo, Slam, you got anything?
Not really. I didn't really watch all of it.
Yeah.
All right.
Not gonna
All right.
lie.
The next topic, Nerlens Noel. All right. So Nerlens Noel, this
That
man.
man dumb.
Yeah. Yo, this man had a $70 million offer from the Mavs early on
Oh,
in the
my
offseason and
He got
rejected it. And
That
now
guy is so-
now he's basically forced to take the qualifying offer. And he did actually accept it of $4 million for I believe 1 year.
Oh my goodness.
So
Yeah, he was tight. That's what he get for looking out for free agency, man. Don't be too. That's
How
kind of what you
bugging.
expect. But I'm surprised nobody picked him up though. Nobody.
because he was
Right.
asking for
He
max.
was-
He was asking for
Right.
max.
He
That's
was
why.
asking for a max. Come on.
Even that, he was
If he took the
restricted
quality, yeah, he
too.
took the quality.
What has he
qualifying
done in
offer.
his career? What has he has done? Nothing.
He sat on the bench his career.
Pretty
Was
much.
he even? No, he was starting.
He's
he was starting
had-
with
he's
him.
had
I'm
potential
really
for his
surprised
entire
no
career.
team.
Right.
I'm really surprised no team could have matched that deal.
Man has had potential.
But still,
for his
he was
entire-
he was a restricted free agent, right?
I
Yeah,
think
he
so.
was.
Yes,
So was
yes,
it even
yes.
worth it trying to bait overpaying basically to get him from the Mavs? Was it worth it?
But if he rejected a $70 million from the Mavs, $70 million offer from the Mavs, that would mean that he would want more than 70 mil.
He won Supermax.
Or he doesn't want to play for the Mavs?
No, I'm pretty sure.
I'm pretty
the
sure it's the
money.
money. I'm pretty sure.
He
it's the
I'm
money.
sure he wanted the
I'm
money.
pretty sure. It's
Yeah,
the
he
money.
wanted the money.
I'm pretty sure if he turned down 70 mil, I'm just from Nolan's perspective, because he was traded there. He didn't choose to go there. He doesn't want to play for Dallas. That's how I look at it. He's
Well,
taking
What
he's
other
gonna
teams
take
were
this-
interested?
He's gonna take this year, and he's gonna be an unrestricted free agent, and then take whatever comes to him next year. Now, if he doesn't,
Why would you do? He's not
if
going
he
to
pulls, but if he pulls a D Rose next season and ends up signing a player's minimum, then yes, I consider it the biggest L of
You
like
think any
a
team's
while.
gonna give him more than $70 million though?
I don't know.
No team out there is giving
I
him
don't
70
know.
mil.
Unless he absolutely balls.
That's the best offer he had, and he let
I
that
don't
go.
know,
That's
bro.
his fault.
I didn't think
Spam them eggplants,
spam
spam them eggplants, man.
Contracts they got.
I don't think he's gonna get a better
Like,
offer next offseason though.
Exactly.
Yeah, he's definitely not, unless he has a breakout season, which I highly doubt.
No.
I mean, he has
He'll break
three
something.
players.
We'll see.
I mean,
He'll break
players,
something.
players love to have great seasons, they contract years, so don't doubt him.
I can't. I'm not too sure, man.
He could easily come out and perform like a top 20 center.
I like
I
no
feel, I
other
feel like
top
most of the
20.
Is that
offseason.
even saying much? Is that even saying much?
I mean, hey, that's
We're talking about like a real breakout season. We're not talking about like.
I mean, most of the offseason was basically spent on him just getting a contract. It wasn't even like
But
him
is
working
he
out.
top 20 right now?
I don't think so.
I
I'd have to look
I
at the
don't
list.
know.
I don't think so. I don't think
Yeah.
so.
I don't think he's top 20, no.
Top 20.
That's funny because
I don't know.
But even if
It's-
you're in the top 20, is that max worthy?
I mean, but still, who's the top 20 centers and what are they making?
I don't know.
Let's see.
I don't-
You can look up okay, so after the podcast, we can easily look up production wise. Just look at 20 centers production wise,
Mhm.
and then see how much they're making.
How
And then
many
can-
games
and-
has he played?
that's completely all.
He's played
Mickey
like
Mouse.
50 in his career, probably.
Like he hasn't even played a full season. We're talking about production.
He messed up. He took an L. That's it. That's all
This
we
season, was
gotta
he
say
even hurt
about
this
this.
season? I thought they just didn't play him because they wanted Embiid to play, like Embiid and Okafor.
I thought he was.
No, but
injured.
when
No,
Embiid was
he
injured,
wasn't injured.
but when Embiid was injured though,
They just
That's
wanted
when
him
they
to
played
leave,
Okafor.
man.
They
man.
didn't want him
He
though.
didn't do
He just didn't
anything.
want him.
he
I mean,
played 29 games, started 7 for the Sixers.
I thought the Sixers just didn't want him. That's what I'm
They-
saying.
I thought they would have traded Jaleel before. No,
Jaleel, yeah. Because he worked good with Embiid in the lineup because Embiid can stretch the floor. So he can just play the inside. But
And
can
he
run
got a
the
little
floor from the
mid-range
inside.
game now. Noah's and Watt got a little mid-range game now.
I
So
mean,
he can
if
spread
you
the
look
floor
at
just a bit.
if you look at Jaleel's per 36, that shit is nice. But that's the only reason for them keeping Jaleel.
Yeah, I don't see why they're keeping Jaleel still. I can't understand that. He's not satisfied being a backup center. I'm pretty sure he's not satisfied with that.
That's his fault.
I wouldn't.
They've also lost.
No,
a lot
that's
of
not
trade
his fault. They
value.
locking him up. I'm pretty
They've
sure
lost
if
like
he gets
hella
traded,
trade
he'll be
value
happy.
on him too, just keeping him in fucking Philadelphia.
Yeah,
Shit.
for this long.
That shit
Like
changed
now,
after
you nearly
50
can't get
years.
him. You nearly can't get him. Like
He's not
for what you
even
could've
like a
gotten him.
bad player though. Like
I
yeah,
know.
he's not bad.
He's
I mean,
not,
you could have gotten much more.
But
for,
they
like,
got
him back
Joel.
than compared
Like
to now.
his rookie year, he averaged 18.7 rebounds, a block.
I heard he was very
So
good.
give
But
him
then
to a
also,
team
you
that
gotta
needs
look
a
at the,
big.
you gotta look at his style of play. Like his style of play doesn't fit.
Yeah,
like the
it's just
typical
it's
big man now.
outdated.
Yeah.
It's
outdated.
Expired.
He can't shoot.
Expired.
His free throws is not that good.
He said
He got
expired.
expired.
He's
play
not
style, bro.
reliable.
He got
He's
expired.
he's basically a
He's
poor
basically
man's.
Gilchrist.
A poor man's what?
Like you know when
No,
you
he's like a
open a
poor
can of food and
man's-
He's like a
and
poor
it's
man Al
small.
Jefferson.
Good.
Yeah,
That's what it is.
exactly. A poor man's out.
That's trash.
That's not very
That's a
high.
great example.
Not
His
very
defense
high.
ain't that good at all. He's not a good rebounder. He's just a low post scorer. That's really all he is.
Which you kind of don't need now.
Yeah, you don't really need that. Nobody want to spend like 10 seconds giving
Like
the ball.
if you're a big man, if you're in the big
Post
man in the NBA right
It's
now,
a
you better
faster game too.
No,
Yeah,
no,
it's
if,
too
if you're a big
yeah,
man in the NBA
exactly.
now, you better be athletic as hell. You better be
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
a good rim protector.
Shooting lights out. Like
And
that's
you
all
better-
I'm.
Not
That's
even
all I
shooting
want.
lights out. If you can shoot a mid-range shot, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
And look at DeAndre. Like he's an all-star center. He doesn't even shoot at all. All he does is catch.
Well,
lobs
because
and play
DeAndre is
defense.
athletic as hell. That's what you
Yeah,
said.
exactly. That's what I'm
earlier.
saying. Like if you can just catch lobs, be athletic, and I guess
Yeah,
be a rim
exactly.
protector, you're fine.
Those are the only two
Even
centers that
DeAndre's
that's
kind
really
of
needed.
Even DeAndre's kind of being obsolete.
Yeah, he still got free throw problems,
Yeah.
spacing issues. Yeah.
So Jaleel,
Yeah, exactly.
he was drafted. He was born in the wrong era.
Yeah,
If-
exactly.
if you
10 years ago, man.
Not
10
not
years
even
ago,
not
he
even
was
not
up
even
there.
10,
Nah,
7.
20.
Not even 10, 7.
20 years ago.
7.
5 years ago.
Exactly. 5-7 years ago, he would have been fine.
Yeah, when Dwight was rolling the
I
league.
feel like, wait.
Because Dwight,
Yeah,
because
just
Dwight was a
recently.
top 5 player in
I'm about
2011.
to say at one
Oh,
point.
yeah, exactly,
Andrew
yeah,
Bynum
facts,
was a top
facts.
10 center. So
Yeah,
5
true,
years
true,
ago,
true.
he'd have been fine.
Exactly.
Yeah.
5-6 years ago, he'd have been straight.
Yeah, he messed up. He was born a little too
Right.
late.
I won't say he messed up.
Yeah. I
mean, you could also blame him too. Like, it's his fault for not changing his play style.
Yeah, he should have realized that and adapted. He still haven't adapted after all these years.
Well, yeah, what do you think about it? When he was growing up, he didn't think the NBA would change as bad.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. You can't blame him.
Even the year
he's still young. It's not too late for him to like lose some pounds, get athletic, you know.
But like even the year he was drafted, those like type of big men were still seen as viable. It's just like literally the year after that, he was extinct.
That's why he was third overall. That's why he was third overall.
He was in a transition period, basically. Yeah. Like that transition period where you're not valuable and you're valuable now. So they'll take a Dario Saric over a Jaleel Okafor right now.
Yeah,
that's exactly how it is.
He had a Greg he went Greg Monroe his first season. That's crazy.
Yeah, they really liked him when they first got him, and then after that, immediately it was over.
Hey, how old is
man.
bro?
We like Anthony Davis type players.
He's 21. He's 21, about to be 22.
That's what I'm saying. Like he can still change his play style.
Super young.
He's not that old. He's pretty young.
He has time, like Billup says. He has time.
Yeah, but does he have the work ethic though? That's a question.
Yeah, it's a worth ethic. Tongue twister.
It's kind of hard to gauge that.
Not that many Chicago kids with that work ethic, boy.
Yeah,
bro.
Oh man.
Derrick Rose has been trying to come back. He's been trying, man. I know he's been trying to come back like 7 times. You remember how many return videos we've seen?
He can still be working off natural talent for the money. Like I don't think it's the work ethic driving him at this point.
Yeah.
No, it's worth ethic.
Is it?
That's what I'm saying. Is it worth ethic really?
Because if it's work ethic, he definitely should be able to shoot right now.
That's what I'm saying. If it's work ethic, he would have been able. Kawhi Leonard has work ethic.
Yeah.
His body's just holding him back, man. His body's just holding him back. I'm telling you, it's all about the body. He's just mentally shattered right now.
His body ain't got nothing to do with him shooting.
You could work on your strength.
No, he's mentally shattered right now. He was MVP.
So you can't shoot because of it?
No,
you can't shoot.
Honestly, if he knew how to shoot, it would have saved his career.
Exactly. You can't do shooting drills while you're mentally unstable. Like,
I guess, man, it's D Rose, man. He's the player that left, that didn't show up to a game. You remember that last season?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Derrick Rose is something else.
I still don't know what the emergency was.
I think there's really some kind of mental problems with him or something.
Listen, when you become the point guard from the for the Knicks, you get that Stephon Marbury syndrome.
Oh man. Oh god.
It seems like every point guard they had in my lifetime turns into a diva. Ever since Marbury, I don't get it.
Man, it's tough being part of the Knicks. It's just.
Yeah, RP to all Knicks fans, bro. I would hate Knicks fans.
But is it worse than being part of the Clippers?
It's like being the Clippers of the East, bro. It's the Clippers of the East.
No. Stop it.
Is it the Clippers? Nah, actually, it's not the Clippers of the East. Nah, it's not
Hey, KB, I heard you had some facts for us.
Yo.
To make the claim that they're not the worst franchise of all time.
Okay, this is what I said. All right, listen. So the Timberwolves, they went to the playoffs and they're top three. No, I believe they went to the playoffs 5 times in their entire career, as an entire franchise. The Clippers, we went a total of, I think it was 9 times. So flat that right there. We went to the playoffs more than them.
So you're going off of playoff appearances?
Yes.
Wow.
That's it. That's it.
Okay,
Yeah.
Can I debunk that though? Can I debunk?
Yes, and we both never went to the Western Conference Finals.
KB,
so
can I just ask you one question though? Can I ask you one question? Can you name me y'all all-time leading scorer of the Clippers?
Oh shit!
Can you name him?
No, I don't know his name.
You want to know
who is he?
It's not Barry.
Randy Smith.
Randy Smith. Who the hell is that? Who's Randy Smith?
He's your leading scorer.
He's your leading
scorer.
What?
It's not Blake Griffin?
No.
It's not Blake Griffin.
Oh,
That's why y'all are the worst franchise of all time. Randy Smith is y'all leading scorer. When we did that list, it wasn't just off recent success. It's longevity. Okay, how is the entire existence?
Okay, you got it there, Randy Smith. All right.
And the Timberwolves have only been around since 1989. Y'all been around since 1970.
So. Like, who is this guy?
Y'all had a 20-year advantage on the Timberwolves.
All right, so
y'all are last.
They had the big ticket, though. They had the big ticket.
And y'all had Chris Paul and Blake Griffin. What's that mean?
Nah, they were like,
bro, they had the big ticket, but y'all had Randy Smith.
Like based on talent alone, on paper, the Clippers should be a favorite to win the championship.
All time. All time.
No. In the past 5 years,
recently,
in the past 5 years, they should have at
the
least,
Warriors showed up,
at the least, should have made a Western Conference Finals. At the least, a Western Conference Finals appearance, man.
The Clippers could have beat the Warriors.
We had the Elton Brand era and we had the Bob McAdoo era.
A couple years ago, y'all did beat the Warriors.
I'm talking about
exactly, y'all did beat the Warriors.
Yeah, we did, but that was when the Warriors were not even that good.
So that was your chance. Y'all window
closed. What do you mean that was our chance?
Y'all window closed. Y'all window of greatness closed.
It's not closed yet.
It's closed. It's closed.
It's not closed. It's not closed.
It is closed and boarded up shut.
No, it's not. Stop it. We still have a lot of good players on this roster right now.
Name 3 good players on your roster right now. Let me stop.
What do you mean? What? Oh, I'm about to say.
Name 3 players. You heard the man.
Wait, time out. Is Jamal still on the Clippers? He's on the Timberwolves.
He left. He's on the Timberwolves.
I forgot about that.
He went to the Timberwolves. What a
yo, he went to the Timberwolves.
No, that had nothing to do with anything.
Even knows they're better. Come on, dude.
Nah, that's nothing to do with anything.
He said, I'm going to go play for the better team.
He did not say that because he would have been left if that was the case. He's decided to come back, right? You guys remember last season? He decided to come back.
KD, bro. At the end of the day, y'all are the worst.
What are your goals for the Clippers?
Y'all below the.
I want to be there when they win a championship, so I can shut everybody up.
So are you?
You might not even be alive, bro.
All right, okay, I'm waiting. I'm waiting patiently. I got nothing else to wait for.
I mean, y'all been waiting for like 47 years.
We're gonna wait for another 47 years.
57 years. My bad. I did my math wrong.
57 years. I'll be there. I'll be 95 if that's the case, and I'll be a Clippers fan.
My goodness.
You heard it here, folks.
Y'all might not even be the Clippers no more.
All right, we're gonna go to Seattle. It don't matter. We're gonna go to Seattle.
I don't think Seattle wants y'all. Bro.
If y'all go to Seattle, y'all not even considered the Los Angeles Clippers no more. Y'all time.
We're still the Clippers though, like organization wise. No, we're still like I'm talking about like franchise in general. We're the same.
No.
Listen. So the Braves. What are the Braves?
Y'all part of the Braves.
The Braves. Yeah, exactly. We're part of the Clippers.
And the Braves didn't do shit too.
But my point is this:
I'm just saying, yeah.
You can't go and
they gotta have the same players.
You can't.
What is OKC and
the thing? Can I finish though?
All right.
Seattle Supersonics. If you turn the Clippers into the Seattle Supersonics, that officially becomes the Seattle Supersonics.
I'm sure we'll have a different name then. I've never seen the team actually do that though, so I'm not sure.
Y'all go back as the Supersonics, y'all not the Clippers no more. Like y'all legit.
So what you gonna say about OKC then? OKC is just a brand new organization?
No, they're an extension of the Supersonics until the Supersonics.
So we're extension of two of the same.
Wait, so if the Clippers become the Seattle Supersonics and the Seattle Supersonics win a championship, does that count towards the Clipper side or the Thunder side?
That team is gonna be my team. What you mean?
I count that as the Clipper side though. Like
we're gonna have the same roster though. Like
I want to give that to the OKC side. That's like OKC getting a championship without even playing.
I'm pretty sure we'll have a different name.
No, it wouldn't even be that.
It'll be Seattle something else.
The Seattle Supersonics. That's it. They wouldn't continue any other franchise. There will be a rebirth of that franchise. Like I don't think.
So we're gonna have to separate Seattle and OKC from now on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
What you call it? Think about what Gary Payton said. He said he's not retiring his jersey until they go back to Seattle. So if he retires his jersey, that will technically be considered a Seattle jersey retirement, which will be for the Supersonics of the 90s.
That is very complicated.
Oh man!
I'm just saying you can't count.
That just seems weird.
Would you count
that's like linking two organizations to one.
Think of it like this: the Clippers doesn't have a retired jersey, so if he retired his jersey as a Seattle Supersonic, would you count that as a Clippers jersey retirement?
Ooh.
Exactly.
Wait. What you say? Say it again.
If they win a ring with the Clippers roster, I wouldn't count that in Seattle. I don't know, bro. I'd count that towards the Clippers too.
If they do it with the Clippers roster, yes. But if they do it with a whole new roster with LeBron James Jr. and goddamn freaking Dwayne.
So do we take all the credit what the Seattle Supersonics did?
No.
You take all the achievements and stuff? No.
I mean,
why not?
I think
Not technically though. We were branched off.
I don't think it would be we. It would be the.
I'm the only one saying
I don't
move
think
them to Vegas, bro. They need to relocate.
I heard they're going to was it Compton?
Because they got the T-Mobile Arena there.
Yeah, I heard one going somewhere else.
I hear the accountability in Mexico. Give them.
Oh yeah,
no one want to go to
Mexico City Clippers.
Mexico.
Y'all gotta establish yourself, bro.
Y'all gotta branch off and be on.
Y'all gotta reset, bro.
First of all, Donald Trump is gonna lock us out. I ain't trying to do that, man.
They kill all the fans
they
game.
could.
Exactly.
No,
you'd have a whole race as your fan base, bro. I'm just
Nah, they ain't going to
London.
London.
That would be terrible for travel.
The London City.
like you know how Toronto, like the whole country of Canada, is on their side.
Hawaii.
They only let a team in Toronto.
I heard rumors of us going to Inglewood though.
Yeah, Inglewood, not Compton.
Inglewood Clippers.
Inglewood.
Man, we're gonna change our name, bruh. It's not gonna be the Clippers.
Low key, if a team
that
went
doesn't
to
even sound right.
Boy.
The Flamingo.
Hawaii volcano?
No, that plane ride is gonna take too long. What you mean?
The Vegas.
That plane ride.
Hawaii
The players are gonna be exhausted.
Las Vegas Flamingos.
Just so going from Charlotte to Los Angeles isn't exhausting?
No, I'm talking about Hawaii. You talking about Hawaii though?
But Cali to Hawaii is like shorter than Cali to.
Yeah. No, I'm talking about. Let's say we're going to play against the Knicks. We're going to play against the Knicks. That's a long flight.
Okay, but you might not.
Alaska, nothing is there.
Hawaii, though.
But they'd have to. The Knicks would also have to come to y'all for the home games.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true.
Plus, what if y'all
gotta play?
You making it seem like it's just legit gonna be y'all playing in Hawaii?
all road games.
Yeah, like no, y'all legit can have a game where it'll be like, okay, y'all play the Nets, bet. Now y'all play the Knicks. There you go.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, you could easily.
Yeah, they'll schedule it like that. That's better.
It just depends on how they. I mean, I don't know if they will. You know.
Now Hawaii will distract our players too much, man. Being in Hawaii,
all right, let's move on. Let's move on, bro.
Distract them from what?
Yeah, let's move on.
We talk about Hawaii now. We talk about Hawaii, bro.
Distract them from the fact that they never won a championship.
We talk about
no. Listen.
Time out. Hollywood.
No, Hawaii's a resort, man. You're gonna be chilling. You're gonna be
Hawaii.
How's that distraction?
Hawaii. What you mean?
You
go to Hawaii for vacation.
Los Angeles, really?
Look, yeah, Los Angeles, yeah, technically is a resort, but
oh my god,
what? Los Angeles.
It's gonna be more
like it's a nice place.
Oh my god,
like
I've never heard that before.
Hawaii is more of a how do you say?
It's gonna be more of a distraction than Hollywood, bro.
No. Hawaii is more of a how do I explain it? The word I'm trying to think of.
It's a tourist spot.
It's
a tourist spot, exactly. Yeah.
So how is that a distraction?
That's not a distraction. That's not a distraction. That's like if you need. Like,
it's more a relaxation area. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's the word.
So you think?
And our players supposed to be working out, playing games, practicing, and they're gonna be too busy relaxing most of the time, and that's not good.
You do know they have these things called contracts, right?
Yeah, I know they have contracts.
I mean, Miami's a pretty relaxing place. I don't think.
That's what I'm saying. They don't have the. I don't think they have the option.
Yeah, Miami's pretty relaxing.
There's still distractions there, though. There's still distractions.
Yeah. All right, let's move on, bro. Let's move on, bro.
Yeah, we went from Nerlens Noel to the Clippers.
I brought it up. My bad. All right, so Kyrie Irving. All right, we're not gonna talk about the void shit. We're gonna talk about the actual trade. What the trade was first. So we got some transitions in OBS now. We're using Studio. All right. So on your screen, y'all see the official trade that Kyrie Irving goes to the Celtics for Isaiah Thomas, Jay Crowder, Ante Zizic, and an unprotected 2018.
What are we looking at?
Ante Zizic.
It's on the live stream. So take another last look at the trade right there. Pretty sure y'all already know. But I want to ask the members in the podcast right now, do y'all think initially was it a fair trade?
No.
Hell no.
Hell no.
Initially,
I think it's a fair trade. I think it's a fair trade.
I think it's fair.
That's what I'm saying.
It's not.
I think it's fair.
No,
I don't think it is.
Very fair. We're giving you a
Can't
pick.
go first. I won't keep
On
time out. So who says it's unfair? Because I want to hear your explanation on why.
I think it's I don't think it's unfair. I just think it's the Celtics benefited for more of it than the Cavs did.
Oh. Nah.
Oh, you think the Celtics won?
Yeah, I think the Celtics won the trade.
Really?
How did we win?
I don't think anyone like lost the trade. I think both teams won the trade.
Because the way I look at it, the way I look at it, the way I look at it, even if the Cavs get a good pick out of this trade, it's just another player whose career they're gonna waste for the first 7 years, just like how they did LeBron's.
Is it though?
It really is. If you can waste the first 7 years of LeBron's career, you can do that to anybody.
And the chances of the next guy being good, nonetheless, the next LeBron James.
Come on. Exactly, and the chances of that next Nets pick being good is lessening every single day.
But what do you think Cleveland does then? Like
they just fucking.
I think that's the best. That's the best package they could have got though.
But King, how do you feel about the Celtics getting worse defensively and giving a good defensive player, or I'll say at least a decent defensive player like Jay Crowder?
But Jay's not even starting.
I mean, but Jaylen Brown is going to be better than Jay Crowder within the next few years.
Yeah, I don't know
that kind of makes up. I think so.
Jay Crowder's just going to beef up their bench, man. Jay Crowder's just there to.
I mean, they already had a lot of forwards to begin with, so they just got rid of one.
But George, you're a Celtics fan, bro. In the Cavs series, how good was Jay Crowder stopping LeBron?
Ass.
You don't have to worry about stopping LeBron.
That's his biggest role, right? A defender, right? A LeBron stopper.
That's LeBron, though.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's LeBron, man.
But what you
LeBron James, man.
The Celtics won.
LeBron James.
Listen,
because the Celtics, all they did was get rid of.
Well, basically, people are saying, "Oh, they got rid of Jay Crowder, their best defender."
Yeah, they had like 3 forwards. They had like 4 forwards.
Top three in their team. In terms of defense.
Well, after the AB.
He's a good two-way player. It's as simple as that. He's
They're just replacing him with Shumpert. They want a younger defensive player.
Heck no. Shumpert is. You can have Shumpert. The Cavs won't even worry about that. You can have Shumpert.
Younger.
Who cares
has playoff experience.
Yeah,
that's why they traded.
How we talking about Shumpert?
I still think.
I don't know. I don't know.
Shumpert had none to do.
I don't think
so. They got an injured Isaiah Thomas. Like that's.
Yeah, that's what's really stinging right now.
But you got to look at it from the Cavs perspective. What else can they get? What else can they get? What else can they get?
I'm saying. It's
another pick.
It's the best thing they could have gotten, but it's still unfair.
No.
It's the best thing they could have gotten.
Is it unfair? Is it?
If anything, it's another pick.
It's just I think the Celtics.
Because I think people really underrate that part. Like people saying, "Oh,
I think
the Cavs fleeced the Celtics."
Yeah,
I think both of them won. Both of them won. I wouldn't say like
Cavs won. I think Cavs won.
Because the Cavs got a Kyrie replacement. Probably a top 10 pick.
But he's injured, and he's only on a 1 year.
He's still a Kyrie replacement. If the plan is to try to get.
Kyrie's injury prone too. Don't forget that.
Exactly, he's injured.
I mean, the Cavs took a low key W because the
reason why they took the W is because they got a first round pick, man. The Cavs can actually make moves now. They got a first round pick. That pick has a lot of value. They can trade it again for someone else.
Can I ask a question?
Or they can continue to rebuild.
For the people who saying that Nets pick isn't valuable, so D'Angelo Russell
it's still top 5.
Time out. So does D'Angelo Russell add plus 28 games?
But it's not just D'Lo. It's not just D'Lo. It's DeMar Carroll, Allen Crabbe.
Brook Lopez is a huge. Exactly. So Brook Lopez is off that team, and they added D'Lo. Who else on that team?
Timothy Mozgov ain't really gonna do much.
Nobody said it was
DeMar Carroll, Allen Crabbe. I mean, the Nets are still gonna be trash.
That's what I'm saying.
They're just not gonna be as trash as people make it out to be.
They're not gonna be as trash as they were because the Bulls are now worse.
Are they?
No, they won't be.
No, the Bulls are worse.
The Eastern Conference is so bad, man.
The Bulls are worse.
Dwayne Wade's going to get bought. Who? Zach LaVine? Really? Zach LaVine is good and all, but really, he's injured too.
3 players on the Nets right now.
That's a you problem, Dom. That's a you problem. That's a you problem.
Zach LaVine.
All right. Stop talking over each other. Let's go one by one.
If the Nets and the Bulls played, the best player would be D'Angelo Russell. So that's
is it though?
Yeah. It's D'Lo. Stop. It's D'Lo.
Yeah, I'm sleeping on D'Lo, man. D'Lo got something to prove this season, man. D'Lo got something.
I'm just loving how all this D'Lo hype is coming out of nowhere.
No, I've been appreciated D'Lo. What you talking about? I remember I told you earlier.
More than 17 games. The Nets aren't winning more than 17 games, bro.
17 games?
I'd say 20. I'd say 27, 25, 27.
They're not winning more than 17 games.
But here's the thing: why would the Bulls even try to win? Why would the Bulls even try to win when they're trying to tank? and get the
they're trying to tank.
I mean,
the same thing with the Hawks. The same thing with the Hawks. Same thing with the Hawks.
They don't have to try to lose. They don't have to try to win.
No. Nets are trying to win out there. They want to devalue that pick.
Exactly.
The Nets are going to try to do as best as
all they want. It won't.
No.
That's the only incentive they have.
I'm sorry, bro. That doesn't make any sense. That's the exactly.
That's the only incentive they have.
You rather see them lose another first overall pick again?
No, the fact that y'all saying their only purpose to win is so the Cavs don't get a good pick.
Exactly. Why wouldn't you do that? If your pick is in someone else's hands, why would you not try to win more?
But there's no point in that though. Like,
Thank you.
No, there is a point in that. This season basically
they're not
get your players out there and let them ball out.
The players aren't just gonna waste the season. Like they're still gonna
ball
out.
It's literally a waste of a season. They lose every game.
Hold on. I just want to make one point. They're not wasting a season. They have a bunch of young talent that they're gonna put. Okay, can I finish? They have a bunch of young talent that they're going to put on the floor. You honestly think that the young talent on the Nets is going to produce more W's?
Well, you said the same thing about the Lakers, though.
All right. Who has more talent, the Bulls or the Nets? Just for this season.
I don't know.
Just for this season.
Look at the roster. I don't even know.
Would you say
that? You don't even know the roster.
But would you say it's around equal? Would you say it's around equal?
No, I would say the Bulls.
No.
What?
Wait. Tell me who. So you think Zach LaVine leading the roster, and also Dwayne Wade has a lot of tension with the Bulls as well, so he's probably going to get bought out. D-Wade is going to get bought out, so that's a fact. So we're talking about Zach LaVine leading the team. He's also injured. Let's not forget that. So what do you think now?
Number one.
Still the Bulls.
Still the Bulls? Oh, damn.
All right. I'm looking at the roster. Their best player is D-Wade. He's probably going to get bought out. Their second best player.
D-Wade, Robin Lopez.
Okay. Their second best player is Zach LaVine coming off an ACL injury.
Exactly.
Their next best player is who? Robin Lopez. Okay, y'all got it. Their fourth best player is Chris Dunn. Chris Dunn.
Unproven again.
Chris Dunn. If not, it's Lauri Markkanen. And they're trying to tank.
Are you finished or are you done?
I'm done.
Okay, so we're gonna put that team up against Jeremy Lin, who hasn't been anything since Lin said. Sean Kilpatrick.
I don't know.
Sean Kilpatrick is a pretty good player. What you mean?
He's still pretty good. You ain't never said nothing about Sean Kilpatrick until just now.
No, I'm saying he's a pretty good wing defender. You know.
Terrence LeVert, who no one knows, but I know Terrence LeVert.
Is he gonna start though?
I don't know who's gonna start.
He's gonna be off the bench. Allen Crabbe got game. You know he was playing good with the. He's not trash. He was a good backup.
Okay, let me finish. Trevor Booker, Joe Harris, Isaiah Whitehead, Rondé Hollis-Jefferson, who has no game other than defense. DeMarre Carroll, trash. Spencer Dinwiddie, who doesn't support.
DeMarre Carroll's been in the playoffs, bro.
Jared Allen, Quincy Acey, Timothy Overpaid Mozgov, Sergi convert some Russian. I don't even know who this guy is. Juan Pablo Valette.
My son nice, Joe. Don't sleep on him, yo.
Yeah, you got good
pronunciation.
So we got
D'Lo.
Yeah, I hear Russian. I said D'Lo. They have 3 Russian players.
I'm sorry, that team is still better.
Okay, so a healthy Jeremy Lin, D'Angelo Russell, DeMarre Carroll, Allen Crabbe, Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. I think that is still more talent than the Chicago Bulls.
I will take a healthy Zach LaVine over every player.
All right, okay, we're gonna have a vote because we can't.
We just talking about wins. We're just talking about wins. It's not even players.
The Bulls are gonna produce. You don't seriously think the Bulls can produce more wins than that?
Let's have a vote.
I don't think so.
I don't. All right, we're gonna start. Biso, what you think?
Oh my God.
I do not. I think the Nets will have a better record than the Bulls and the Hawks.
Yo, Glorin, what you think?
Yo, you said it wrong first of all, but like it's the Nets. It's the Nets.
I also think it's the Nets. King, what do you think? Are you here, King?
True.
He said the Nets. Okay, Don, what you think?
Oh my God, this is so insane.
The
Bulls. I say the Bulls.
Your SDC, what you think?
Don't sleep on Brooklyn.
Thank you. So, Systematic, what you think?
I think the Nets, even though the Bulls have a better.
All right, you got beat by a landslide, bro. That's it.
I got beat by a landslide on
Nets. Yo, come on, man.
I think potentially.
Spam it in the comments, yo. Spam it in the comments.
Potentially, I think they can have a better record than Orlando, the Hawks, the Bulls, and the Magic. And the Suns. And the Suns. And the Suns.
How many wins did they have last year? I have to see this. Hold on.
Say Bulls or Nets. Go ahead.
Okay, they won 20 games last year.
20 games last year.
Yes.
With no one on the
you don't think the additions they got isn't worth 7 games? 7 wins?
This man is drunk. You drunk.
What?
D-Lo,
you are drunk.
Who they add? Who did they add?
Damari and Allen Crowell.
Damari Carroll is garbage.
But they're trying to win. They're trying to win. You got guys trying to win right now.
They're trying to win. They have to.
Yes, they are. Why wouldn't they? Why wouldn't they? Why wouldn't they? Why wouldn't they?
They're developing young players.
They don't. They can develop by winning.
Their only young player is D'Lo.
No, their only player is not D'Lo.
D'Lo and
Karis
LeVert, I think.
Rondé Hollis-Jefferson, Karis LeVert, Isaiah Whitehead.
Wait, Dom, didn't you just say you couldn't name 3 players off the Nets, bro?
Oh,
your arguments are matching up.
Now you started naming players off the back.
I just named their team. That's why.
But I think.
Yeah, what about the Pacers?
I think you can argue they have more talent and they're not trying to tank.
That's my biggest case. What about the Pacers?
Why is that even an argument? Why is that even? The Nets are way better than the. Well, not way.
Yeah, exactly. I told you, King said it.
They're not way better, but
they're gonna have a better record. That's all I care about. It's not even way better. It's just they're gonna have a better record.
I don't even think they got better.
And in terms of the lottery, that's all that matters. Who has a better record?
Yeah.
They're not here to tank, man.
They're not.
I don't think the Nets. I don't think that Nets pick is gonna be a top pick.
The Bulls are going to tank without a doubt. They're gonna lose every game if they can.
And the Hawks.
The Nets are gonna lose.
And I don't think that Nets pick is gonna.
Yeah. What about the Pacers though? What about the Pacers?
I think the Pacers.
No, the Pacers aren't gonna be worse.
They're gonna be a solid team.
Pacers will be worse.
They'll be worse, but they're gonna be a solid team.
Pacers making the playoffs? No.
They're gonna be like a 9th, 10th.
It kind of, honestly, it kind of all just depends on Oladipo.
On you?
Miles Turner.
Yo, chill.
I'm not gonna lie.
Yo, King, you're the savior of Indiana, bro.
Yo, relax. I think you're really, because if Oladipo plays trash, like who else are they gonna go to? Like
Miles Turner.
Exactly. So.
Yeah. Miles Turner is still fairly young. So.
I mean, yeah, no, he's good, but I just
he's good, but he's still too young.
Okay, Nets fan, please stop.
Nets fan is going crazy.
Yo, Nets fan is hype, bro.
How much better y'all got? Really?
Yeah, we praising you, bro.
I mean, they did get better.
They did get better.
The power of DMs.
They did get better.
Without
I never thought I'd seen the day.
Come on, Dom.
They got better, bro. They got better.
Yeah, I like the Nets. What they did this summer was amazing. I give them that. What? They had a great summer. No, they didn't. They had a great summer, bro. They really had a great summer. The Nets.
Oh man.
I mean,
what's one bad thing they did?
Yeah, they didn't do that.
What's one bad thing they did?
I'm not saying they did anything bad, but they didn't do anything.
They did.
They got rid of Brooklyn.
Okay, can I please finish? Can I finish though? They didn't do anything that has me saying they're trending.
They got D'Lo.
That is trending upwards. Getting D'Lo is trending upwards.
Good. They got some foundation, bro.
They actually have a top 5 pick from the last 3 drafts.
Yeah, exactly. That's a W.
That's a dub. That's a dub.
Imagine if the Nets actually didn't trade any of their picks.
If I'm a Nets fan, I'll be happy, man.
That's the closest thing they can get to getting those draft picks back.
It's literally better than nothing.
I'm really trying to think what they've done this.
You want to go with another? You going to go another season?
I've told you, bro.
Another season with Brook Lopez again. You want that?
Damari Carroll.
They got what? Damari Carroll's not bad. They lose. Yeah, exactly.
I mean, they're listen. Nobody's saying they're gonna be like a playoff team or anything.
Like Damari Carroll isn't a game changer.
Yeah, they're gonna be like
they're still the worst team.
But he's not coming in there to lose. He's not coming.
Bottom 2 team.
He's been in the playoffs. Damari Carroll has playoff experience.
Honestly, I think the Magic might be worse than the
exactly. And the Knicks are the Knicks. The Knicks are the Knicks.
Yeah, the Magic might be way. The Magic might be worse.
The Knicks still better than Knicks. Come on, man.
It's not about last season. It's about what they've done over the offseason and how they're gonna like.
I'm just trying to make my point. How many wins did the Magic have?
It's not about how much they have.
It's a new season, bro. It's a new season. Exactly. We don't bring up the previous season. That never really makes a difference.
I'm sorry, but they haven't played this year yet, so all you can go by is last
season. But the roster has changed, bro.
New players, guys.
New players. The NBA is all new players have been to different teams and all that. You can't say.
Finish my damn point.
All right, finish your point.
say. How many wins did the Magic have? More. How many more wins?
They had 29. They had 29 wins compared to 20.
They had 9 more wins. Now, how better? Now, who did the Magic add or lose on their team? Anybody? Anybody know?
Does it matter?
Because
He said doesn't matter.
This is the Magic, man. It's the Magic, bro. The Magic, they're the team that put up their entire offseason on a whiteboard.
Again.
Okay. I wouldn't go Magic. I wouldn't go Magic then. I wouldn't go Magic.
I think the Magic might be worse. It might be worse.
So you guys think the Magic are going to lose more?
Got Aaron Gordon, bro.
Less than 29 games this year? You think they're going to get worse than they were last year?
Oh, yep, they will.
And you think the Nets are 9 games better?
No, the Magic are going to be better this year. They're going to be better this year.
Look at the Magic roster. Besides Aaron Gordon.
No.
They got Houston.
No. They won 29 games last year. Got Jonathan Simmons back.
Question mark.
And they got Jonathan Isaac and Jonathan Simmons. That's an improvement.
Yeah. Simmons, yo.
I guess it won't be as bad, but I still question that. I question the Magic.
You saw Simmons in the playoffs, though?
So my point with this Magic argument is this: if you think they're going to win less than 29 games, and you honestly think D'Lo, DeMar Carroll, and fucking Allen Crabbe are going to be plus 9 games for the Nets.
Well, they're going to be better than Brook Lopez, though.
I mean, they could actually.
We ain't even talking about the Magic. I already said no to the Magic. I already said no to the Magic.
What they lost, they basically lost Brook Lopez, and then they got 3 new players. That's gonna outweigh the loss of
new players they got.
I'm saying, but they got
oh my God. Nobodies. Like,
no, they're not nobodies. They're not nobodies.
In terms of the worst teams in the league, they're not nobodies. They're not nobodies. They're all stars in the bottom of the league.
DeMar Carroll got
all-stars. What?
DeMar Carroll got shunned from the damn Raptors for how poorly
he got shunned.
Allen Crabbe legitly got kicked out of Portland because he wasn't worth the money they were giving him because he was garbage too. The only highlight from Allen Crabbe was that dude in the stands calling him Odell Beckham during the season. That was his only highlight.
What about Mozgov?
Really, Mozgov? Really? Don't talk to me about Mozgov.
All right.
Mozgov been to the finals, man. Mozgov has been to the finals, bro.
At the end of the day, that Nets pick is just not guaranteed. Michael Porter Jr.
We need to take into account is that all those players have something to prove, and putting them on a team like this where they can show that.
No, because here's the problem. The Cavs think that the Celtics just gave them a guaranteed Michael Porter Jr. or Marvin Bagley. All I'm saying is it's not a guaranteed Marvin Bagley or Michael Porter Jr. in a top-heavy draft. That's all I'm saying.
Because they're not exactly. Not even that. We also got to look at the lottery. Anybody could become the first pick. It's just there are percentages to it. Like, just because they have the worst record doesn't mean they're gonna have the number 1 pick. Also,
they have the most ping pong balls in this Cleveland. You know, Cleveland get rigged ping pong balls. Just saying.
Yeah, they do.
Look at history.
Yep.
Look at history.
No, but
Anthony Bennett.
What the hell?
I mean, it wasn't the league's fault that they picked Anthony Bennett. The league didn't tell them to pick Anthony Bennett.
Whoa.
I'm just saying. The ping pong balls.
Whoa. Yeah. Whoa. All right, so I'm gonna need a vote. Who thinks that the trade was even? I think it was even.
I think it was an even trade.
George definitely doesn't think. George definitely.
Hell no.
All right, George.
I
haven't heard your explanation. Why do you not think it's even? Because you said you were about to rant.
Well, I was, but like I calmed down a little bit. But even
rants.
I calmed down.
But anyway. So basically, now when you hear the reports of Isaiah, getting the whole injury, whatever, the hip situation, I looked at it as maybe it's a little more fair but I don't understand like why the Cavs, like they didn't like think more about IG's injury beforehand because in my honest opinion, I believe between Isaiah and Kyrie, I don't see a huge difference. All right, I know they're different players, but systematic. Come on. But anyway,
I'm asking the question.
All right, go.
Well, I'll say Kyrie because I said in my rant on Snapchat. If you guys have me on Snapchat, make sure to add me at GLearn33. But I ranted on Snapchat saying Isaiah was the better player. I do regret that now. All right, I was a little angry at the time, but I'm not gonna lie. I believe Isaiah is a really great player.
He is.
And if the Celtics really had big concerns about the hip injury, maybe it was right for them to trade him. But I believe personally, if Isaiah was fine, they should have kept the pick So they kept the players they had, all right, and then go after AD.
But you can still go after AD even after the trade. They still have the assets. They still have the assets.
You're still gonna have to give up more assets, though.
Do they? You don't think the Pelicans would take Al Horford, Jaylen Brown, the Lakers pick, and 3 more first-round draft picks if they're trying to rebuild and trade AD?
But are they trying to rebuild though?
Well,
I know that's a big question, but
Rozier, Horford, the Lakers pick, and who else? Jaylen Brown or Tatum, whoever. I'd rather keep Tatum, but I believe both of them are going to be studs soon.
I think they want.
So you can make a trade without the Nets pick and Jay Carter though. That's the point.
Yeah, but I'd rather have kept those assets, to be honest with you.
But why?
Because one thing I also said, what if before the trade, I believe it was already a guarantee LeBron was leaving. But I'm still thinking now with the trade happening, especially with that Nets pick, because the Cavs could trade the pick, or there's a lot of options now. They could always trade Kevin Love. They could trade the pick. I still believe there's a chance LeBron might stay, especially now with this trade.
Really, the only chance I see LeBron staying.
And if LeBron does stay, fuck all y'all.
That's a big if.
We just screwed our future.
All right. The only way I see LeBron staying is if Boogie Cousins comes to Cleveland and they beat the Golden State Warriors. That's the only way I see LeBron staying from now on.
They need 2 more.
They could get Boogie. Boogie got traded for nothing.
But would the Pelicans trade Boogie if they're doing good? So their whole future, or their whole basically pitch to LeBron staying depends on another team's success.
Yo, who's server muting everyone? What the hell?
Yo, KB, you got some background noise.
Oh, sorry, my fault.
I couldn't hear anyone.
So yeah, I don't think it was that lopsided of a deal because he's what, 28. I think the gap between Kyrie and IT, I think Kyrie's better already, and he's under contract, and he's younger.
It's like next 2 years, right?
Yeah, next 2 years. And when the trade happened, he said he voided the trade kicker, so he gets cheaper, I think, or something like that, or it stays the same. And Jay Carter,
I know he's not making as much. It works better for the Celtics salary.
And they don't really need Jay Carter because people have said they have too many forwards. They just got Marcus Morris. They just got Jason Tatum. They still have Jaylen Brown. And the Nets pick, I just said, is not as valuable as people make it out to be. And they still have so many draft picks in the back. So I don't think it was that lopsided at all.
Are you looking at this more at the long term?
Yeah, I don't think the trade in the first place was to win this year. Yeah.
In my opinion, this trade for the Cavs was to rebuild. I think the Cavs know LeBron is out, and Isaiah Thomas is probably going to walk away. This is going to be a rebuilding process for the Cavaliers. That's what I think.
Yep, I think the Cavs
are trying to get a top 5 pick and just start all over.
I think the Cavs know for a fact that Nets are still the worst team in that.
And also they're gonna they really believe the Nets are really that bad.
So
exactly.
And the Cavs are really It's the Cavs.
Yeah, and also I think they're gonna trade away Kevin Love. So I don't know why Kevin Love is still.
But for who?
I don't know. Don't get traded.
The only guy I see is Boogie, honestly.
Is it Hoodie Mello?
Hoodie Mello.
Please don't talk about Hoodie Mello.
No,
he's overrated. He's overrated.
Love's gonna be traded for somebody.
Any version of Mello is overrated.
Denver Mello though? Denver Mello?
He's overrated. He's overrated.
Denver Mello?
They were saying he's close to LeBron in Denver.
Oh nah, they're wilding.
Yeah, he's overrated.
Psych.
He was like KD to LeBron.
You're close to LeBron, but you can't even go to the finals.
True.
Come on.
But he's in the West, Dom.
He's in the West, though.
Hey, but he won one game against the Spurs in 07 while LeBron didn't, though.
Oh, shoot, you're right.
Damn. That's right.
One game against the Spurs in 07.
Hey, apparently that's the argument for
that
Melo.
tweet was so retarded. I want to find that guy and ask him what he's thinking.
Yo, that shit had me done.
Melo's, but he won one game. He's better than LeBron, obviously. Like,
He's better.
With a 26 point per game scorer by his side compared to Larry.
Right?
Keys.
It's not
True.
like LeBron don't got a bunch of D-League players on his team.
And the defensive player of the year. True. All right.
That's crazy.
All right, but the next topic we have is, now that we've talked about if the initial trade was fair, now that they've looked into IT's physical and his hip, they're thinking of actually they're trying to restructure the trade with the Celtics. Do y'all think that the trade will be voided?
No,
I don't think it will.
It depends on how bad is the injury though.
How far do the Cavs want to push this?
Like how long it's gonna take for IT to come back? If we're talking about 3 months, then they're gonna void that, man. I'm sorry.
No, it depends on what they restructure it with. It depends how the restructure goes.
They're
Someone
saying
say
that the
trade
Cavs
love
want
to Orlando for Aaron Gordon.
I think the biggest part they really want is the Nets pick though.
They want.
Yeah,
it's
they
not
really
even
want
IT's.
But they might ask for another pick too.
They're using
really
IT's injury as an excuse to get more picks, basically.
Yeah, exactly.
Trying to finesse.
Which is
That is
smart.
smart from the
They're
Cavs.
just being greedy.
And honestly,
No, that's smart.
honestly, as long as it's not the Lakers pick, or Jason Tatum or Jaylen Brown, or
about Marcus Smart. I'm sure they'll take Marcus Smart without any
I think they're
hesitation.
right to take a pick. They
Yeah.
know
No,
LeBron
why not? Marcus Smart is young.
because
Yeah.
they're trying. But
Marcus Smart.
Marcus Smart is pretty good. He's good in the playoffs.
I don't want to hear that.
Yeah, a little
Yo,
something.
I'll be back in
nice
2
game.
minutes. Carry the conversation.
I wouldn't. No. They were. I'm pretty sure they much rather have more picks if they're trying to rebuild. You're not. Why would you?
No.
Why would you?
What do you
start a
mean?
rebuild
That's the
with
point. When you
Marcus
get picks,
Smart?
you rebuild. What you mean? You're getting a young player. That's what they want. A young
Okay,
player.
I'm pretty sure they would rather take their chances in the draft than take Marcus.
That I agree with that, but they're not going to get their pick from us.
I'll take Marcus Smart if they're.
I don't know.
Or I'm
Boston-
avoiding it, or I'm voiding the
Boston's
trade.
Listen,
entirely.
Boston has seen this fan hype around Kyrie. They might feel like they're back against the wall with this one. They might really want him.
Well, it's hard.
Yeah, but
Who are they going to trade?
if it gets voided, then Isaiah and Kyrie, it's weird as hell. They can't play.
Kyrie does not want to go back to Cleveland.
Yeah, exactly.
Jay Crowder probably
Isaiah can't come back. It's just so awkward. They come back. No, he can't come back.
He can't. They can't come back.
They can't come back.
They really can't. They really can't. That's the problem.
They don't burn jerseys.
How it look like
That's
coming
the
back
problem.
after getting traded?
With this, do the Celtics overpay for Kyrie, or do they say no and trade IT and J for less? That's the big question. I think.
Man, they should have had a healthy Isaiah then, if that was the case.
But they should have known. Like,
But no.
Yeah.
the Cavs faced the Celtics. They faced the
get him,
Celtics.
Yeah, that was the Celtics' fault. I think they didn't release
Like
that.
they just didn't notice that IT wasn't playing the last 3 games of that series.
Yeah,
True.
that's crazy,
True.
Yeah. They should use that against them. Like, nah, you can't.
Exactly. That's the latest report is that the Celtics are trying to stand pat, and that's their final offer.
Oh,
take it or leave it.
That's what they got to do.
Yeah. So
Cavs are going to take the offer.
I don't know if that's a good deal, because I think they should have at least thrown in like their own 2018 first rounder, the Boston first rounder, just to make it like a little bit more compelling. But
Just to quiet the Cavs.
Exactly.
Kyrie.
Yeah, that's quite a lot for Kyrie. And if Kyrie just
no,
leaves the next two seasons,
just a 2018
but if
first
Kyrie
rounder.
leaves the next 2 seasons, it's all over.
But
Kyrie just leaves.
But you're just adding a 2018 first rounder from the Celtics, who's probably gonna be in the bottom 25.
Late first round.
Yeah, bottom 25 of the first round.
But the thing is, if Kyrie just leaves, and that's
but if the cost of him is just a late first round draft pick, if that's the difference, you don't just put that in.
No, a top 5 pick, and who else? Zizak, I don't know his name. Zazik, what's his name? Say his name.
And I think Kyrie's interested in.
That's a hefty deal.
But by that logic,
what they gotta do?
Do you just not trade for anyone? Do you just not trade for anyone that's under like 4 years under contract?
That's true. But what they gotta do is just pursue Anthony Davis. Get rid of Al Horford. That is their main goal right now. I think
you can still do that. You can still do that after the trade. You can still do that after the trade.
No, Al Horford is trash. You need to get rid of him.
But you can still do it after the Kyrie trade though. You can still do that after the Kyrie
trade. Once I confirm that y'all got Kyrie, y'all gotta make it quick. Y'all gotta convince Kyrie to stay. That's your whole motive right now. If Kyrie's not staying,
I think he's open.
Good luck.
He's open to
Why-
staying
why
there.
would
Exactly.
He's open to
stay,
staying.
though?
If you guys pick, let's say if you guys get Anthony Davis and Gordon Hayward, why wouldn't Kyrie stay? Unless Kyrie's some sort
Whose
of.
team is it gonna be after like next season?
The whole reason he wanted to leave was to have his own team. He's not leaving. He's not leaving because they can't
If he
win.
leaves, there's no big deal. If he leaves, no big deal. I get Anthony Davis. If I get Anthony Davis,
still,
no big
if they
deal.
get Anthony Davis, it's still his team. I don't think AD's going to try to take control of that team. What has AD done with
Yeah,
his
he's the
career?
playmaker. He's the ball handler. I'm
But I
sure
don't-
Gordon Hayward was unselfish enough to let Kyrie do his thing.
Resume-wise, if you put AD on the Celtics with Kyrie, Kyrie and Gordon are going to. I mean, not Kyrie.
Kyrie's
AD and Gordon are going to. They're going to submit that leadership role to Kyrie for the simple
Because he's
fact.
been in the finals.
And that's
done
what
it.
Kyrie wants.
Yeah, he's done.
Kyrie gonna be the primary, but he's gonna be the guy. He's gonna be the go-to.
He might not be the best talent, but I think Kyrie will be the leader if that happens. Because it's the same thing with the Warriors. Like
He's got the
KD's
experience, though. He's got the experience. He won a championship.
like KD's more talented than Curry. KD's more talented
like
than Curry.
Draymond is the leader of the
But
team.
Draymond and Steph are still the leaders. I think.
But then Kyrie's got to be vocal. Then he's got to be like a vocal.
I mean that's why he's trying to leave. That's why he's trying to leave.
I don't know because there was reports in Cleveland that Kyrie wouldn't talk to his teammates, stuff like that. So
That's because he wanted to leave. That's because he wanted to leave.
Yeah, I heard
during
about
the
that
playoffs,
too.
though. Like,
During the playoffs,
Exactly.
I guess he was not happy for a long period of time.
What's his name?
Like that beef between him and LeBron must have been like crazy if that's the case.
Yeah.
And did LeBron?
No, the beef between him and LeBron started before the draft when he asked for the trade. That's when the whole beef started.
I'm pretty sure it happened the moment they called LeBron.
Because LeBron did not know about it. He found out.
No, that video when you saw when. The interview when they said if LeBron is a father figure, I think that's where it all started.
That's not where it started.
I believe
that was a joke. That was a joke. That was a joke.
No. He didn't look too happy about that, man.
There's no
it probably was in his heated up a little
just
bit.
give me 2 seconds. They already released how the beef started. It's already out there.
Oh, it's already out there?
Yes, it started because before the draft, Dan Gilbert wanted to make a trade, Kyrie to the Suns for Eric Bledsoe on the 4th pick, and they were going to use the 4th pick to get Paul George.
That would have been a
finesse.
That would have been a finesse.
And they ran it by LeBron. And
oh,
LeBron
Kyrie thought LeBron did it though. That's what I heard.
I was going to finish to tell you that, but yeah.
He ran
I know about
that.
He ran it by LeBron and see if he wanted to stay. He said no, and when Kyrie got wind of it, he got the feeling that LeBron wanted him to go, and he also knew that he wanted Chris Paul on the team. So if Chris Paul's going on the team, who you think is going to get the ball out of their hands?
Yeah,
it's got to be Kyrie.
But I think that was like the boiling point. I think that was like the boiling point.
So yeah, the trade thing was that trade thing just set it over the top, and then it just became too late.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But I think it happened a lot earlier than that. Spent a lot of tension a lot early.
So when were you talking about when they won the ring or when he got
maybe it was after that. Maybe when they won the ring, they gave all the glory to LeBron. They just
are you talking about when LeBron gave the speech and gave all the glory to Kyrie and said how great of a player?
No, I'm saying he was like Kyrie's only 23.
I'm talking about the fans and everything. They all just seem to say that.
A lot of the fans were saying Kyrie should have been.
Thank you.
LeBron would have won without Kyrie.
No, bro, Kyrie got all the. I'm telling you, it's nothing to do with it. It's literally that Dan Gilbert trade. That's the reason it set Kyrie off. He thought LeBron wanted him gone. That's all it was. It's nothing before that. Before that, him and LeBron had
before that.
What could it have been? What?
I don't know. Maybe a little tension. Something happened with LeBron. Listen. When Kyrie first signed, I think he was. He really believed he was going to be a starter.
KB. Before you say that point, let me just ask you a question. When they lost the finals the second time, did you see the connection they had going to the locker room? Did that look like they had any tension? Okay, before that, when they won the finals, okay, just what? Did you not see them in the locker room? What do you mean nobody was happy?
And didn't LeBron say to Kyrie, "We'll be back next year"?
Yes, he did. Yep.
Him and Kyrie legit did the whole handshake. They embraced each other for like 5
Kyrie
minutes.
Was injured.
Thank you. The first time Kyrie was injured in the finals. So what tension did he have? Oh, he couldn't play? That's the tension?
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about
so you're talking
during
about when
at the end of the season after they won. That's what I believe the tension. There was a little
after they won. What? Why after?
Yeah, after
they just won. They just won. They just won.
How about that?
3 or 4 months.
4 months after. 3 months. 3 or 4
months. What are you talking
about?
KB.
Are you saying when LeBron said that team was top heavy with just him and Kyrie? That's the tension it was. That tension right there.
No.
What tension? What tension?
I believe
which one?
I'm trying to figure out what attention.
I believe there was a tension there. All right, that's all I say. I don't know Kyrie's head. But in my opinion, if I'm seeing it from Kyrie's standpoint, I think that Kyrie had to feel a little jealous, I guess. I think jealousy was the word.
What?
Jealous for
You
what?
gotta be a little jealous that he wanted to be
They are
glorified,
KB,
you know? He wanted to be
KB,
the-
they
he wanted to be
already
the guy.
came out and said
He
why
already
though.
said he wants to lead him.
I'm just
Oh,
trying-
it turns out Jay just said that Kyrie wanted to request a trade after the championship. Thanks, Jay.
Was
Right
it?
After the championship,
Let's
isn't the
go.
draft the champion?
Shout out to Jay, bro.
He sent the draft. And that's a fact. That's a fact. When is the draft? When's the draft though?
No, he said no.
When
right
is
after they won.
when is the draft though?
2016 champion.
When is the draft?
So
Look
he
at the chat. Look at the chat.
So
when
he
is the draft,
requested a
though?
trade
He
right
requested
after
a
the
trade
championship.
after they won. Exactly.
And
That's
so
what Jay said.
That makes absolutely no sense.
But isn't the draft like a week or two after the finals?
2016.
What?
No,
It's
right
in
after they
won the
2016.
championship.
After they
So
won,
so
I think
why
he
was
was
why
satisfied
was that?
after winning.
So
I think he was
why
satisfied after winning,
No.
and now he wants to make his own legacy.
Why
now.
was there no word of this ever? Why was this?
no
why
one
was it not
ever
talked
said
about?
that.
Okay, you gotta look it up then.
You gotta look it up now.
Look it up for what? We didn't have to look it up this time.
I'm pretty sure if Kyrie asked for a trade request, it would have been out
just
in at least a week. Nonetheless, a year. A year.
Even if it was a rumor, people probably didn't take it seriously.
But I don't think there was ever a
Why would they take it
rumor.
seriously this time? He requested it. Like if this is a trade with.
I don't.
But even if he won, it's still a trade.
But
request.
I
You're not
don't
taking
think
it serious.
there was ever a rumor in the first place after.
Thank you. Not after they won.
Exactly.
Please show me the rumor.
I'm looking this up.
I didn't hear anything about a Kyrie trade after they won.
Yeah, I'm looking this up.
What the?
So yeah,
Jay,
it's
please show me.
it's
Show me,
basically
Jay.
just after the draft.
Because
It's
you brought
basically
this
just
up,
after the
so
draft.
show me.
Show me the Carfax.
Thank you. Show me the Carfax on this, bro. Because that doesn't make even a remote bit of sense, like at all.
Not true.
All right, so game 7 in 2016 was on June 19th. The draft was 4 days after.
So when the fuck they
So either way, yo.
Oh,
Y'all tripping.
Just finished
Y'all
the
tripping.
parade.
Y'all
Kyrie
tripping.
goes, okay, I want to get traded.
That's what I'm saying. Like after they won, they had the damn parade. So
That's a fact.
you telling me was he pissed off at the parade that LeBron giving him so much credit? Was that it was too much pressure? So he requested a trade? Like
It's like true.
Hitting one of the biggest shots in NBA Finals history.
right?
He basically said, "I'm gonna be the future of the league," but true. I'm gonna request a trade.
He said I'm a superstar in the making. He said I'm one of the best point guards in our league, and he's giving me the most credit for the championship everyone gives him credit for. In my eyes, supposedly the KD that everyone's giving LeBron credit in his eyes. So get me off the team, Dan Gilbert. Get me out of here, bro. I want to leave. Put me on the Spurs. Put me on the Knicks. I don't want to play with LeBron after we won a championship and I hit the game with a shot and dropped 40. You know, arguably was the Finals MVP, just like LeBron. You know, it's an argument. It's an argument that can be made. He was important.
It really is argument. Yeah.
Any important piece to a Finals win can be argued, like at least.
Yeah.
So
that's the case for Andre Iguodala in 2015.
Yeah.
He didn't really have the stats, but it was his role.
I just love how KB is scouring the internet for this rumor. It's not even true. That's not even real. Like he's quiet on that damn.
Yo.
Oh wait, here we go. Let's see.
I found it.
He found it.
Kyrie Irving considering requesting a trade. That's not requesting a trade. That's thinking about
He's
it.
thinking about it.
Oh my God. See.
Kyrie Irving wonders what it would be like to play on a different team.
Oh my God, he requested a trade, guys. He requested a trade. I wonder what it will be like. That's the equivalent to requesting a trade.
1 year later,
he wants out. He wants out.
July 22nd, 2017.
All right, but going back. What do y'all think? The Celtics need to add to close the deal out. Do y'all think it's like a Jason Tatum, a Jalen Brown, something like that?
No.
Probably a pick.
What kind of pick though? We talking the Lakers pick? We talking the Lakers pick?
A good
one.
one.
It could be a mid to late round pick if they replace that project player with like another role player, a young role player. If y'all have it, like a Rozier.
That's what I'm saying. I would give up a Rozier and like a really worthless first round draft pick.
Maybe not Rozier because they have Derrick Rose. That'd be too many guards.
But it's for the future though, because IT.
That's true.
And D Rose. Yeah.
So yeah, Rozier. So,
I put in Rozier, and the Celtics signed Shane Larkin this year. So
because that way with that Celtics pick, you can pick a big man just as good as the damn project you got. I don't know. I've never seen that kid before, so you can just get you another big man from overseas.
I was saying low key, if we send over Terry Rozier, they send over Eddie Tavares. I was thinking about that. Cause I was looking at that man's stats. Like the only game he played, he had like 6 blocks. That was crazy.
Big man Walter, boy. I remember when they signed him after they. I feel bad for my man Larry Sanders, bro.
I know. And Bogut.
Yeah, but Bogut's just unlucky, bro.
Yeah.
Somebody put a hex on him. Somebody in Oakland buried a chicken bone somewhere and put a hex on him. Cause
5 seconds.
All right.
In the snap.
But basically this week there really wasn't a lot of news in the NBA besides this trade. But what do y'all think this affects? Does this affect LeBron's decision at all?
Only it depends what they do.
I said yes.
It depends what they do after this trade now.
It depends.
It depends if they like I said before, if they bring the banana boat to Cleveland and he stays. I think that's gonna make him stay.
I've been thinking that.
Let's say they get D Wade, they somehow get Boogie and they still lose to the Warriors. Does he stay?
LeBron leaving. Simple as that.
I don't think he'll leave.
I wouldn't say simple as that, KB. I want to say simple as that.
Nah, it's really simple as that.
I wouldn't say simple as that. I wouldn't say simple.
I mean, if they
what's the reason to stay? Isaiah Thomas is gonna leave, man.
I mean, where are you gonna go? That's better than having what you call it, Isaiah Thomas, Derrick Rose,
man. Go team up with Kawhi Leonard. If the Warriors are really frustrating him.
Can I finish though?
All right,
and Boogie, and Boogie on top of that, and
Boogie wants to go to the Wizards. I heard.
I mean, yeah, but
he gonna get traded.
Get shit where he wants to go.
Exactly.
Kyrie didn't say he wanted to go to the Celtics, so they got Kevin Love.
Kevin Love, really?
I mean, if they really want,
AD's gonna get frustrated if he gets Kevin Love in return.
Is he though?
He will request a trade. I promise you
that. How is he gonna get frustrated? Are you downgrading that much though?
Yes.
In that system. In that system.
What system? What system though?
Not even. Come on, man. They don't have a system yet. Exactly.
Okay. First of all, hold on. Can I finish? Their system right now is to let Boogie play point center. That's their goal.
Yeah,
Boogie playing point center. So if you just replace Boogie playing point center with Anthony Davis playing point center, and you just put Kevin Love out the shoot like Boogie's been doing when he's playing with
I'm getting Ryan Anderson.
I think with Rondo, Drew Holiday, and AD, Kevin Love works better than Boogie. I'd say that.
You're taking Ryan Anderson over Kevin Love.
Yeah, because you telling me he's just gonna be a shooter out there. He's just gonna go out there and shoot threes.
I'm just saying. That's what. Okay. But that's what Boogie was doing. Boogie was just standing out shooting most of the time.
That is true.
In the paint.
A little more than that. He wasn't doing it. He wasn't. Come on, he was doing more.
What?
Than that.
He wasn't just shooting on the Pelicans.
And he was taking it inside.
But he's better than Cat.
Yeah, when AD wasn't in the game, he was taking it in the paint.
Cat is better. Okay.
No, Kevin Love is a huge downgrade, man. Anthony Davis will request a trade. I'm telling you that.
Anyway.
They're gonna lose AD if they do that.
It's a downgrade, but it's not a huge downgrade if you just make AD play the center. Kevin Love could easily be a stretch four and play
inside to the NBA. Out. He's not the answer to the Warriors. Kevin Love ain't no answer to the Warriors.
Doesn't have to be an answer to the Warriors though.
That's the whole goal is to beat the Warriors, man. What you mean?
Y'all niggas just think just because it's not the whole goal. There's no beating the Warriors right now.
What you mean? So they're just right in the bottom?
Yeah, that's probably.
Oh wow!
I mean, the owner's standpoint is just getting money. The owners just care about getting money. They don't care about winning unless they're
get more money with Cousins than Love. What you mean?
Until the Warriors break up.
How you gonna get more money with Cousins if he can't play half the games?
Because DeMarcus is a more popular player than Kevin Love.
How are you gonna get more money if he can't play half the games?
He can't play half. What you want?
I'm just saying. How many technicals is he gonna have to get till he gets suspended? About 50 games.
Oh, we're talking about the technicals, huh?
He's gonna get that about what?
Wait, how many texts did he get when he joined the Pelicans? I'm not sure about that. How many texts did he get? I don't think he's got any. I'm not sure.
Yeah, he did. He did get some texts. He got like a good amount. I thought he had like 3 or something. I don't know. I didn't pay that much attention to it.
He took a step back, didn't he? Right? He took a step back.
Yes, because he has to adjust playing.
Yeah, he's got somebody to tell him to chill out. He got Anthony Davis like, yo, bro, you gotta chill, bro. You gotta stay in the game, so we can win games.
Anyway, okay.
I'm pretty sure that's that.
Okay, can we get back on track?
I don't even know.
Next topic, people.
Next topic. I mean that's basically our last topic. There's really not that much news this week. Q&A. So people got questions. Join the Discord. Join the lobby.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Just join the Discord in general. We're down to like 300 people now.
King, where'd you come from?
Bro, my bad. I was eating dinner, bro. I literally missed the whole podcast.
You did.
Yeah, I did.
What'd you have, bro? You had some pasta?
Bro, I had some chicken, bro.
True. Is it fried? Is it fried?
It was baked. It was baked.
Bro, what?
I didn't even eat. I'm thirsty right now. Like,
hey, but while we're trying to get people in the lobby, what do you think the trade means to LeBron's future? If it goes.
Which trade? With the Celtics trade?
Yeah.
Oh, LeBron's out of Cleveland next year. Next year's his last year, and then he's probably gonna go to like LA or something. But yeah, that's pretty much the end of the book for LeBron in Cleveland. I honestly don't even.
I would say end of the book. I would say.
I say so.
Yes, it is.
He might come back. He might come back. Last 2 years. Last 2 years.
Okay.
Last 2 years.
Well, it's the end of the last chapter, and then there might be like an index or something after. But
An index.
there might be a bibliography.
at most a 1 year
but,
deal. At most. Like,
bibliography.
that's the max.
He'll pull a Paul Pierce on a 1
Yeah,
day.
nah,
Oh,
yeah,
1 day
well,
contract. I'm dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, and then for Cleveland, I don't know, man. I really don't think I can trust some players, especially after how they've wasted LeBron's career. Unless they make some major like to their front office, like they're just gonna end up fucking wasting another young player's career. So, rip Michael Porter if he goes to Cleveland, and rip Marvin Bagley if he goes to Cleveland. So
Hey,
that's all I really
but that
gotta
Nets
say.
pick isn't that valuable, so.
I think that's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It could be, though.
Yeah. No, it's not that valuable anyway. So even if they do,
Potentially.
if they do end up getting them, like rip either way. But fuck, Cleveland's fucked. So
All right.
that's pretty much my outtake on the trade.
All right, let's get some people. Let's get my man Levin in here from last
Hey,
week.
Levin.
Last week's podcast.
What up, mate? What up, mate?
Stop.
Yo, what's up, Levin?
Okay, basically,
Yeah.
I tuned in near the end because I've been busy pretty much all day, and I want to say with what KB was saying about Kyrie, right, how it's built up, right. I don't agree with. I think what you said personally. I think what you said about after the 2016 finals. I think that was kind of stupid. But
what are you saying? What are you saying?
King doesn't know.
I'm lost.
He's like,
bro.
wait, what?
What are you saying?
You with all that requesting a trade.
He said Kyrie Irving. He said Kyrie Irving requested a trade after the championship year.
King, we'll tell you everything. Hold on, King. We'll have the whole in-depth thing after the podcast because this is a good one. This is a good one. You want to hear this?
I'll hear this. No.
But before he went to that length, right, I thought he had a point because, like, obviously, if you look at it from a regular human standpoint, right, if you're Kyrie and you hear that trade, like, was requested, right, and you think, oh, is LeBron trying to get rid of me? Like, if that is your only reason, like, I don't think he instantly will go and request a trade. I think, like, he must have had some sort of resentment that had built up prior to that, because I don't think you can just request a trade completely and want to leave that situation just because you hear that, like, they want to trade you, like, and you think it's LeBron. If you understand what I mean, like, I just think, like, maybe there was something a bit more before that.
But my point was that I said that Kyrie wanted to request a trade a long time ago, before they like even before this draft that just recently passed. People said that Kyrie wanted to trade right after they lost. That's what I'm saying, and I said it was before that.
KB, I don't think you looked at what they put in the chat. That shit said.
That's what I said. All I'm saying is that I believe that Kyrie had a little tension with LeBron before they lost in the finals, basically.
I don't even think it's tension at all. I think it's just LeBron looking at. I honestly think it's LeBron just looking out for Kyrie.
Because if it's tension, right,
superiority complex.
When you say it's tension, right, that means, like, you're saying it's coming from LeBron as well. And I don't really think. Like, I think there might have been something there on terms of Kyrie's side, but I don't think it was directly.
He calls some stuff to King.
Okay.
Like, I don't think there's.
What does it mean?
Has he even called himself the king? Let's be real. Has he even called himself the king?
And it's not like he's the one that came up with that nickname.
Exactly.
He was given that at a young age.
And it's not like
exactly.
he's the one.
He was given that.
Listen.
He was been called the king since his rookie year, before he was even in the NBA. So it's not
He
like
accepted it as him.
if they call me the king, bro, you better accept that. What do you mean? I'm not gonna turn that down. Yeah.
It's not like he walks around with a big ass "I'm the king" tattoo and a big ass hat,
exactly.
and he refers to himself.
Halloween, though, one day I don't know what it was, but he dressed up as a king. You know.
Yes,
it's because
that's his nickname.
That's
his marketing. That's his marketing scheme, guys.
Mario
Hey, man, I'm just saying that. Hey, I just think LeBron has a little bit of "I'm great." And you guys are here to
but he is great.
That's
the thing. He can feel that way.
I know he is great. I'm not denying that he's great.
KB,
he has that this kind of vibe that you know
vibe.
less than him. No, I'm just saying, like LeBron has this. I never seen LeBron. I never played LeBron. I don't know, but I'm
I don't know about all this vibe stuff.
Just don't kill my vibe. Face ass.
Even to coaches, you see how LeBron kind of shrugs his shoulders to coaches setting in plays and stuff like that. To GMs, you see how he took down the GM just recently, right?
He didn't. No, he didn't. He didn't take down the GM. What?
I'm no worry.
Wait, but KB,
you're lying.
Agree that LeBron has deserved to.
LeBron controls this franchise. That's all I gotta say.
KB, can I just ask a question?
Yeah.
When you say he dressed up as a king, are you talking about the Harlem Shake video?
Harlem Shake, boy.
Yes.
When Mario Chalmers dressed up.
Yeah, Mario Chalmers. Yes, I know.
Mario just Miami super names guy.
Yes, I know. I'm aware.
Okay.
So
he was the king.
But why would?
Why is that a problem? That's what I want to know.
I'm not saying that's a problem. I'm just saying he has a superiority complex. I'm just saying.
I mean, he's the best player in the world.
Okay, but maybe Kyrie's not too fond of that. Kyrie's not too fond of that.
Okay, when you say that, though, when you say that, you're making it seem like Kyrie doesn't have common sense. Like that is his marketing. That is who he is. Like that is.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying the whole king. Forget the king thing. All right. Forget that. That was a bad point.
It was. It was.
Thank you. I agree.
I admit it. That was a bad point.
It was.
Point was bad. But I'm saying we all gotta admit, LeBron has this sort of vibe that, you know what I mean, right?
No, not really.
I mean, no, but
he has to himself his personality, man.
But he deserves to feel that way because he's the best basketball player in the world.
Maybe Kyrie's not fond of that. Maybe Kyrie believes he's the best basketball player in the world.
Well, then Kyrie has issues.
Well, yeah, then Kyrie's
what player does not want to be the best, though?
I mean, he's
you want to be the underdog, Fred.
It's okay to want to be the best.
Do you want to be the Scottie Pippen of LeBron?
I
mean,
is that a bad thing? Is that a bad thing?
Which is why he left.
Is that a bad thing?
KD knows he's not the best player in the world on the planet.
I know Kyrie.
You're digging a bigger hole for yourself. So let me help you out. Let me bring it.
Yeah, KB, you're digging yourself in a hole right now.
You really are.
I think Kyrie really believes.
All right, KB,
I think Kyrie.
You got it.
Okay, let me try to help KB here.
You could try.
I do think though, I remember Bezos and Dom saying like, oh, like people give Kyrie like a lot of credit, like that is true. People do give him a lot of credit, but I think the problem is when you look at the media, right, and like look at how people present it. People only bring up how Kyrie hit the shot, all of that for the most part.
Thank you. Honestly, I think.
And they call it LeBron versus the Warriors.
Let him finish.
Wait, listen to what I was gonna say. People only really bring that up when they're trying to argue something against LeBron. Like people don't just randomly say Kyrie's so great he hit the shot. Like people only mention that when they're saying LeBron isn't as great.
I don't think they say. I don't think they say Steph Curry against the Cavs. They say LeBron versus the Warriors. Like it's just LeBron is the entire team.
You know why they say LeBron versus?
Honestly, I think you guys are just looking too much. I think.
I'm just saying, man. Exactly.
Do you want to know why they say LeBron versus the Warriors? You want to know why they say LeBron versus the Warriors?
Before LeBron came.
Wait. Don't switch the topic yet. Do you want to know why they say LeBron versus the Warriors? Because what happened when Kevin Love and Kyrie went down? Who was it? LeBron versus the Warriors. Wait. And what did he do against the Warriors? Took them to 7 games.
It was amazing.
Okay. So why would you not say LeBron versus the Warriors with help this time?
Let me respond.
But that's valid.
Kyrie gonna accept that? You want Kyrie? If you're Kyrie Irving, would you accept that?
I mean, if Kyrie dropped 40-point games back to back and then dropped a triple double, maybe it would.
But they still call it LeBron.
But he didn't.
No, I'm saying they still call it LeBron versus the Warriors.
Because it was LeBron versus the Warriors.
But wait, you're but when you're saying that,
like Kyrie had no fucking significance in that series.
I'm not saying he didn't have no significance in the thing, but I'm just saying if LeBron by himself took the Warriors to 6, and with Kyrie and Kevin Love, it took him 7.
Honestly, I think you guys are just looking away. You guys are looking.
Come on.
Yeah, like
honestly, I think
LeBron. Kyrie thinks that he should. I don't think Kyrie thinks that he should get the same appreciation as LeBron, but I feel like he feels underappreciated to an extent because he is appreciated. Like, because
I don't
one game in the finals underappreciated.
The reason why he left.
I mean,
that's why he left.
I'm sorry, Kyrie's only worth 1 game in the final.
I'm sorry,
That's not
I'm sorry, LeBron's 3-5 in the final.
Oh, you good? It's all good.
It's cool. Kyrie won 3 in the finals, you know.
We forgive you.
Maybe
We
Kyrie
forgive
won
you.
the
We forgive
finals
you.
MVP. Maybe
Kyrie
Kyrie
you,
won some
bro.
MVPs. I think Kyrie's happy that he won a ring. He appreciated LeBron for getting him a title, and now he just wants to be himself. He just wants to start winning it all by him being the leader.
Okay. Guys,
That makes way better sense than saying he wanted to trade after they won.
Exactly.
Or thinks he's better than LeBron.
Wrap it up, then. Wrap it up.
LeBron does have
All right, we're gonna.
Can we get to the next
I
question?
know
Can we get to the next
exactly.
question?
We need.
Wrap it up, then.
GG's. You good? You good?
Yo, system, bro, you don't gotta yell from the other room.
Hey, get Billups in here, bro. Get Billups in here, bro.
Billups. See, okay. There. All right, what's good, bro?
I kind of want to continue this Kyrie talk, though.
Stop.
No, we don't.
We can't after the pod, bro. We can't after the pod, bro.
Hey, Billups. What's good, bro?
Yo, Billups. What's up, Billups?
What's up? Levin was in here telling his life story. He was in here for like 5 minutes.
I know, right?
All right. My question is, how would your guys feel if Paul George signed with the Warriors?
Oh Lord.
Honestly,
one by one.
I wouldn't care.
All
I
right,
wouldn't
go,
care,
bro.
honestly.
Why is that conversation?
And I
Oh shit, my bad.
Oh shit. Okay, guys, that's how we feel. That's how we feel.
Mid-sentence.
Okay, you back. My bad.
He said, but I.
All right. You back? What else?
y'all caught me mid-sentence. All right. Can I hear the answers to my question?
Wait, what was your question again?
How would you guys feel
Oh,
if
shit.
Paul George signed with the Warriors after this season?
All right, Dom, go ahead. I know you about to say.
Wait, is that? Do they even have enough money to do that, or?
Yeah. Well,
They said they want to do a sign-in trade with the,
Who would they trade?
I wouldn't care. I wouldn't care. That's my answer. I wouldn't care.
but who would they trade though? Yeah.
Iggy.
Iggy. He said Iggy.
No, I don't think it's gonna be a sign trade. I think they will legit try to like convince him to take less so he can win.
Jordan Bell.
That's kind of hard to make a million.
Is it? If he wants to win,
To convince a millionaire to go from 11 million to 1 million, that's pretty hard, bro. That's.
Hey,
I mean,
Noel did it. Anybody can.
I'm just saying if he wants
Bro,
to
no
win.
way.
If he don't want to win, then whatever. But if he
They
wants
would
to
have to
win,
get rid of Clay though. I mean,
Yeah, they'd have to get
wouldn't
rid
they
of Clay.
though?
They
don't have to.
how would that work
You
out?
really think you're gonna give up? They're gonna give up Paul George for Iggy?
I don't know.
I would do that. What you mean? That's
First of all,
easy.
hold on. I'm
Paul
not
George
saying
for
Easy?
First of all,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
not
it's easy.
Okay.
That is not.
I don't think it's gonna be a
That's
sign and
what?
trade. They're not doing a
Paul
sign and
George
trade.
is way better than
Stop.
Iggy.
They're not doing a sign and
No,
trade.
we're talking about for the Thunder.
Oh hell no, definitely.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's what we're talking about.
They're not gonna
Give
do
up
that. They're gonna
Klay
sign him in free
Thompson,
agency. That's what
Iggy,
they're
Nick
gonna do.
Young,
Oh,
That's way
nah.
too
throw
much.
JaVale in there.
They're
That's too
signing.
much. That is too much.
They're signing him in free agency.
But just
Is
Paul
it?
George, I'm good.
Hey,
Wait, you said Klay Thompson, Iggy,
Klay
and Nick Young,
Thompson,
and
Nick
Paul
Young.
George.
No, that's too much.
They could do a
That's too much.
season.
That's
know.
too much.
They're not gonna trade. They're just gonna sign him in free agency if that happens. They're gonna talk him into taking less.
Hey, no,
to win.
they can just.
That's
I think
trade
I think there's a low chance of that
They
happening. To
can
be
just like
completely
trade
honest.
away.
No, we don't be surprised. KD,
I do
look at
not see
KD.
that happening.
Nobody
I don't see
expected
that
KD to
happening.
sign.
But they don't have money.
It doesn't matter.
Yo, it's the Warriors.
The Warriors can't.
They could
open
pull
up
out
that-
anything
Yo,
up their
yo,
sleeves right
I
now.
don't even see that. Paul George's gonna be scoring like 10 points a game.
KD's taking less money, so it's possible. It's
Yeah,
very possible.
KD is.
If you talk him into taking
Well,
less
Curry
money,
just
like,
took
come on
wild
now.
money this offseason, though. Curry
Because he
just took-
deserves it.
But that's
But
good.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, they don't have-
Because they had
they
his
don't-
bird right though, so he can go over.
Let me look at this trade
machine.
machine first. Let me look at this trade machine.
Yeah, because
It's a free
their
agent
bench is taking
signing.
less money. Iguodala has like a 3-year, $30 million deal.
Oh, yeah,
so it's
Iggy
10
just
million a year.
re-signed too.
Yeah, and it's not even that much. It's 10 million.
Yeah, the players that they have on their
John
bench isn't
Livingston
worth
took
much.
less.
What you call it? Nick Young, Amir Caspi, they signed 1-year deals. Pretty sure
think
the
they
niggas on their
waived
bench
those
got
last
1 year. What you call it? They have 1-year deals. So you can't scrap up some 1-year deal money to give Paul George to play for 1 year.
Yeah, it's possible.
But will Paul
very
George
possible.
accept it? That's the question. Paul
I mean,
George.
if they legit talk him into it, then yes.
It's hard. That's a reach. That's a reach.
I didn't know you were Paul George.
It's
I didn't know you
possible.
I'm not.
True.
That's honestly enticing for Paul George because you can actually
play
win
for 1 year to win.
It is.
It's a free
Without a doubt.
ring.
It's a
Look
free
at
ring.
Tracy McGrady.
At this point,
It's a ring
at
handed
this
to you,
point,
bro.
McGrady. Look at John Stockton. Look at Karl Malone.
Facts.
Look at Charles Barkley.
Barkley. All of them.
It's
Get
one
no
ring.
respect.
One ring will put you above them at the end of your career automatically if you have a solid career.
Exactly.
Like, come on, look at Paul Pierce. If Paul Pierce didn't have a ring, will you think?
But at this point, listen.
Paul George is making 19 mil for the next 2 years.
I got a question, guys.
Yeah, I don't think he's not gonna go from 19 mil to fucking 4 mil guy. Like that's.
If he's trying to win, why not?
How do you know that exactly?
Yo, guys, I have a
Okay,
question.
how do you know he will? How do you know he will though?
Because he wants to win a ring.
Okay, but how do you know he will? You keep asking me, how do I know he won't?
How do you know that he won't?
I got.
What the fuck? I'm so confused.
How do you know that he won't?
Boy, how do you know he will?
Because he's
exactly, boy. Exactly.
We're just talking about hypotheticals here, bro. He's next to you, Nate.
All right.
Next person.
All right.
Bro.
I
got a question.
We're gonna bring in Celtic fan 08.
He said I don't hiss like that.
True.
But I had a question though. But all right.
You part of the podcast.
Nigga, you had 2 hours to ask a question.
You part of the podcast, bro. Chill out.
Oh yeah, facts.
All right. Celtics fan. What is your question, bro? What is your question? Facts.
Good question.
All right.
He came in here talking too. He just off mute now. Okay.
All right. We gonna pick someone else. We're gonna pick 2 more.
Clutch? Oh, okay. No.
Clutch always in here. Let's get Kyrie to go in here, bro.
Oh God.
What's good, bro?
Hey.
What's good?
Hey, hold on. Shout out to Team Kyrie. Shout out to Team Kyrie, Celtics Nation all day.
Hey,
fuck you, mean?
Hey, we got it.
Okay. Team Kyrie. It's not called Celtics no more. It's called Team Kyrie.
True. It's funny because he was just hating.
Chill out a little bit, or
he was just hating the Celtics, but hey,
But fuck, man, what should I ask first? First, let me click this my part game.
You can stop this echo.
I know that's I hear myself in the back and everything.
All right, what's your question, bro?
I was finna ask.
True.
Oh yeah.
True. Great question.
Please be prepared. I have no comment for that.
Can it be
Kyrie
team?
Related? Oh yeah, is Kyrie no, I should ask about my boy. Yeah, is Kyrie gonna go to the Knicks? To my favorite team.
What?
Okay.
You're out. You wasted your chance.
That's funny.
Let's get Sham God in here.
Put Clutch in there. Clutch.
We got Clutch after. What's good?
Alright.
Yeah, Clutch said he wanted to join.
All right. Sham, what's good, bro? What's good?
All right, since you're talking about Kyrie, I got a question. What is Kyrie's ceiling?
What?
Best point guard in the league.
His ceiling?
We gotta look at the other point guards in the league. Wait,
let me.
Like
can I just ask
you can, Dom. You can.
I just wanted to ask him like ceiling as in like an all-time great player or like what? Like compared to who? Like if like
in his prime, where would he rank in like the NBA at that time?
I would say a better version of AI.
He's not in his prime.
To me. Hell yeah, that's pretty. Why not?
Hey,
I want to say hell yeah.
I think Kyrie could be at most a top 10 player in the NBA.
Exactly.
That's like being the best point guard. So.
No, but
yeah,
like,
no, it's not. Not really. George, you reach it.
At the most, he could be at a version of AI that actually wins.
No.
And actually shares the ball.
He carried his team to the finals.
1 year. He went to the finals one time.
Alright, but that's still going to the Kyrie can't do that. We all know that.
We don't know that.
He better
2 years ago.
He does have a ring, but you know that's not winning anything.
Yeah, KB, he was carrying.
Was he carrying though?
He was leading. He was leading.
A pretty big load in the finals. Hell yeah.
He didn't score 28 or nothing.
Now Kyrie was carrying.
I mean,
he wasn't carrying, but he was still leading.
No, LeBron.
Are you telling me when the Bulls were winning in the 90s, Scottie Pippen wasn't leading with Michael Jordan?
It was a combination.
It was a combination, right? It was a combination, right?
But I'm saying, but AI himself was leading his team, like the
wouldn't he lead the Celtics?
He's still winning.
Okay. So if Iverson won when he was on the Nuggets, and Melo was leading. You telling me Allen Iverson couldn't lead?
What?
You got it, bro. You got it.
I didn't hear what you said.
All right. So you're telling me if Allen Iverson led in Denver with Carmelo, even though AI was already in the finals before, you're telling me he couldn't lead because Melo was leading the team?
That's a good comparison.
We talking about AI too, right?
Melo was dropping buckets, so Melo was leading. Melo was dropping buckets.
Oh, LeBron wasn't dropping buckets?
You got it. KB, you got it. KB, you got it. You got it, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
LeBron was the Finals MVP.
Yeah, like come on, man.
But I'm saying if they won in the Nuggets,
he would have been the Finals MVP without a doubt.
Finals MVP against the Lakers with the Nuggets.
No, I'm talking about with the Sixers.
Okay, but will LeBron have that Finals MVP without Kyrie? Would LeBron have it without Kyrie?
Yep.
No, of course not. No, he wouldn't. He wouldn't.
No.
He would not have beaten the Warriors without Kyrie.
He wouldn't have got Finals MVP without. Didn't he damn near get Finals MVP when he lost without Kyrie and Kevin Love?
I mean, but he did. That's
I
the
guess
point.
you
He
could
did.
say
I'm
that.
just saying there was an argument for it. I'm just saying like.
Yeah, there was a little.
We're not talking about arguments. We're
not talking about that kind of Finals MVP.
We don't give losers trophies.
I mean, they gave Jerry West the Finals MVP.
We don't give losers
I know,
trophies.
but that's
that was
like
19.
once in a lifetime.
Hey, wasn't that still the NBA though? I'm just saying.
We don't.
That was still the NBA though, right?
Wait, but I got another question though. How much better can Kyrie actually get though?
As good.
I look at Kyrie.
Like I said,
I think
he's gonna be a top 10.
I think his passing can improve. I think his defense can improve, and his leadership.
I don't know if he'll ever get there though.
Like when it gets like, he's probably the best scoring player in the NBA outside of Kevin Durant.
Steph.
Curry's there.
There's not too many people that are stopping Kyrie. Let's be real. Like,
But we just say he's not second. We just saying he's not second.
Who's stopping Curry? We just saying he's not second.
I'm talking about in the.
Delvin Dover. Let me stop.
Yo, stop.
But he's up there.
Yo.
Yo, what?
Wait, what?
Someone say yo.
SDC,
Someone
what
say
you
yo.
think? SDC.
Yeah,
I was like,
it was UK.
Yeah, SDC.
How good do I think Kyrie Irving can be?
Yeah.
I mean,
We need to get you talking, bro.
like,
They're asking for Jason Tatum.
I honestly think Kyrie. Like, I agree with kind of like Dom, like another Allen Iverson.
Oh, I just got that notification too.
Yeah, they're asking for Jason Tatum.
They're not gonna get
Jason Tatum. Stop.
They want.
Stop.
They're being green.
Stop.
They're being green, bro.
I swear,
See,
bro.
like Kyrie don't worth all of that, bro. I don't
Yo,
think
the
He's
Cavs got
not.
some
He's
balls.
not.
Cavs, man.
They got some balls, though.
Are they serious?
Don't
right
they?
now?
To complete the
Kyrie
trade.
damn near maxed out.
Stop.
What?
Wait. Who's to complete the trade? Who's to
Jason
complete the
Tatum
trade?
or Jalen Brown? Stop. Stop. They gotta chill. They gotta chill. They gotta
They're giving you an
chill.
option, like, or Jason Tatum or Jalen Brown.
Wow.
Yo,
They
They can ask. They're gonna get a no. They're gonna get a no.
How would you?
B-Souls wake up tomorrow and they deal with
Jason Tatum.
They get both.
Watch me justify that shit too. That's something I do.
They mess around. They come out. The Celtics have added Jason Tatum and Jalen Brown and the Lakers pick to the deal for Kyrie and 3 first-round picks from the Cavs.
Jumper.
I swear, bro.
B-Souls going down to the damn garden. Snap. B-Souls gonna be outside the garden.
I swear to God, yo.
Why would you take Jumper,
I
bro?
swear.
No matter what, I'm not taking Jumper.
Yo, chill.
I'd rather trade I'd rather trade 20 first-round picks in 20 years.
Okay,
than
Brooklyn.
pick up Shumpert. I'm serious. I will never take Shumpert no matter what. That's how bad I think he is. He's that bad. He's that bad.
He fell off a little bit.
No,
but
Man, I don't
he
like
fell
Shumpert.
off dramatically. Before the injury, I think it was really the injury in the Knicks because Shumpert, he was so good, man. Yeah.
Nah, I won't say he's so good.
No, I wouldn't say so good, but he had.
But you did.
I would say he had a lot of potential. But
I think he had a lot of potential. That's what I meant to say.
we all know how that went.
Yeah.
I got a question.
Yeah, what's up?
Who's the starting shooting guard on the Clippers?
Wait, what?
Yo,
that's a good question, bro. I bet you they're probably asking that same question
Wait, say it again. Say it
in
again.
Los Angeles right now.
Who is the starting shooting guard on the Clippers?
Well, right
He
now,
don't know. He don't know.
He don't know. Hey, the Clippers don't even know. The Clippers don't even know.
Oh my goodness.
Yo, Milos. Okay, listen.
Milos. Okay.
Yes.
Who? Oh no.
It's Milos. No. I prefer Milos because he's a good.
I thought you were gonna say he's their shooting guard. I thought you were gonna say
looking good. Milos is that European guy who.
Oh, you better.
Listen.
We listen. Milos,
bro. You can't even say his name.
I don't know his last name that well. Yo, you gotta look him up. I'm telling you, look him up. He's got game.
When you said Milos, I thought that was a cereal. I thought that was a cereal when you said Milos.
Oh my god. I'm telling you, you're gonna be surprised, man. I've been looking up this summer. I was astounded.
Austin Rivers?
You're a rookie. Austin Rivers is gonna be. I don't like Austin Rivers as a starter. He can't be a starting point guard. He can't.
Milo?
Yes, Milos. Yes.
Hey, yo, low key, Monster.
Yo, look him up. Just look him up tonight, and you gonna.
Aren't they starting Lou Will?
No, why would they start Lou Will?
Why not? Who else are you putting? Who else are you putting?
I'm putting Pat Bev. I prefer Pat.
At shooting guard?
We need.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
You're sick.
We got Milos. They all three bad defenders. We had another bad defender. We add another bad defender in Lou Williams. That's just terrible.
He's a better shooter. Shooting guard.
No, but that's just another bad defender on the team, man. I don't want that. I prefer Pat Beverly as a shooting guard.
You have Patrick Beverly for defense. You have Lou
doing the same thing, man. He's there for defense. He can shoot too. He's a reliable shooter. Not very reliable. But
he's like 6'2". What are you talking about?
No, but he was playing with Harden. What was he doing? What was he doing with Harden?
All right. Next question. Thank you, Sam. All right, last question. Let's bring Clutch. All right, what's good, bro? What's good?
And he just mute himself.
Wow, Clutch. Wow.
Clutch.
Well, I thought you had a question. Bro. Come on.
He's too shy.
All right.
Oh man.
All right, let's get KTB. I don't think I've ever seen him on. What's good, bro?
Are you my brother?
He's not.
Nah, he's smart enough to go with the Clippers.
Ooh.
Damn.
Ooh.
Come on, bro. You're a Clipper fan. I want to hear what you say, KTB. Take out the T.
All right. What's good, bro?
Hello. Okay.
Yeah, what's up, KTB?
Who's better? Boogie Cousins or Karl Anthony Towns?
Oh my god.
I thought we already don't do this. All right, Dom. Pause this video. Go last podcast.
Okay. We're not doing that.
That's what I'm saying.
We're
not
doing
doing. Go watch the last podcast.
Okay. Clutch your bag. You're black.
Okay.
My bad.
Clutch your black.
Yo, my bad. He not.
Black Lives Matter.
All right. What up?
Yo, I got a quick question because I'm gonna have to go soon. But like, yo,
bro, why?
It's gonna be better, right?
Wait,
better.
there.
Why are y'all saying that why are y'all saying that's gonna be better when D'Lo's just another 20-point scorer like Brook Lopez? Amari Carroll's trash and
That's good then.
Why are y'all saying that's our last question?
Bro,
Bro, give Clutch a mod, man.
Getting another 20-point score. Yo, please, I want to talk about this, man. We already said the
He does have him on.
They're gonna build
he's
around
been him on. Dom, where you been, bro?
No, bro. Put him on HTP, bro.
He not. Chill.
He not.
Bro. I thought I was going crazy for a second. Thank you, bro.
All right, bro. You are. Dom, you are. Y'all both going crazy.
You're going crazy. I'm talking about the Nets aren't trash.
They trash. When did I say they're not trash? When I say they're not trash.
They're not the worst team.
They're not. They really aren't.
They are not, bro.
All right. Let's close this out, man. Thank y'all for coming to watch Hoop Talk Podcast number 34. Not really a lot of news this week. Next week, hopefully, there's more, and they're probably gonna talk about this Kyrie trade again. But let's get the closing statements in, George.
Yeah, thanks y'all for coming out. Make sure to join the Discord, talk with us daily, all that. Add me on Snapchat at glauren33, and I'll see y'all next week. Peace.
All right, KB.
All right, all I gotta say is Milos Pat Bev.
Oh,
all right, okay. King, you got it. King, you got it.
Disrespect.
Yo, nigga, all I gotta say is fuck Ouija. That's it. Fuck that nigga, but that's it.
Yo. All right, Don.
Man, the Nets is the worst team in the league. But whatever, bro. Go sub to all of our channels, especially that man SDC. I don't know if I said this, but congrats to you.
Why me? Why me?
I was just.
You bring out the daily
Let him finish.
Man.
Yeah, whatever. Just finish.
And I just can't
Yo,
get
he's
people
like
to
the
free
YouTube
plug.
Bleacher Report.
Man, it just...
Yeah, I uninstalled Bleacher Report. I actually uninstalled Bleacher Report. Like, screw Bleacher Report. Go to SDC. Perfect.
And congrats to my man's B. We're gonna hit 60K. Go sub to that man KB channel. Definitely go sub to my channel. Content coming soon. And go follow all of us on Twitter and at me on Snapchat as always. Thanks for coming out.
All right, true. All right, SEC.
Hey, sorry I ain't talked that much today, guys. Got a bit of a sore throat right now, but yeah.
True.
Yo, bro.
He said, I can't say anything. Let me trash the Clippers.
I uninstalled Bleacher Report for you, and you gonna come out my. Damn.
He might reinstall.
I might reinstall Bleacher Report ASAP.
All right, systematic, bro.
All right, all I gotta say is, if you don't think the Nets will have a better record than the Hawks, then you clearly don't know basketball, and that's it.
Oh shoot.
True.
Hey man, yo Mike.
I don't know how you know basketball and you talking from your kitchen.
All right. We'll see y'all next week, man. Peace out.